Welcome, everybody, to Fan Interference's live play-by-play broadcast of the Boston Red Sox versus the Minnesota Twins, live from Target Field in Minneapolis. Today is June the 19th, 2018, and it's going to be a good game tonight. We have a great pitching matchup, at least on the Red Sox side. Chris Sale is going tonight. He is been on fire this season. He is one of the better pitchers in the American League and possibly a Cy Young candidate. Tonight we're going to get to see Mookie Betts and JD Martinez look to add to their home run totals. Those guys both are high in the vote totals so far for the American League All-Stars. The Twins, however, are hovering around 500. I believe their record at this point right now in the season is 31-37. However, they are in third in the American League Central. Not out of it yet. I believe they're 5 games back or so. We've got some good stuff tonight. We've got some trivia. We've got some Red Sox news in between innings. We've got a lot to bring you. But this is going to be a play-by-play call of the game. So if you don't have a chance to watch the game on television, feel free to join us and watch here. And we're going to tell you everything that goes on in the game tonight. I'm going to quickly share this on Facebook. And we will get to, right now they're in commercial break, and we will get to the live broadcast here shortly. It looks to be a beautiful evening in Minnesota. Pitching for the Twins tonight is Jose Barrios. He has a 3.51 ERA so far. It's clear skies. It looks like a slight breeze there in Minneapolis. Is it Minneapolis or St. Paul? I'm not sure. One of the Twin Cities. It's a beautiful park. It's in Minneapolis, I'm told. Minneapolis. My name is Benjamin Edwards. This is Fan Interference. We're going to be doing this all season long. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, Olympics, everything. You name it, we're going to be covering it live, play-by-play. You can join us for all kinds of stuff. If you have not yet done it, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. And let me know in the comments that you are here. If you have any questions about how we do things, or any suggestions, please feel free to throw those out as well. We're about 5 minutes from the game time, 4 minutes or so. It's going to be a good game. I have to admit, I have not watched a lot of Twins games this year. I think I've only seen a couple. I've watched the vast majority of Red Sox games, though, being a Red Sox fan. However, I'm going to try to stay as unbiased as possible. Some serious news going on in the Red Sox world. Apparently there's some discussions with the Padres that we're going to talk about later on that apparently they're trying to get Brad Hand, the relief pitcher. But Brad Hand is going to cost what the Padres say something like the value of a Rafael Devers, which of course I can't imagine that Devers would go. And also the potential talks of a Manny Machado. But at the same time, Manny Machado is, we have lost quite a few prospects over the course of the last couple of years, both in the Chris Sale trade and moving some players around. Plus, we have some issues with the Groom in the minors, one of our biggest prospects, has been recently busted for using PEDs, and then we have another injury to one of our major players in AAA, and so because of that, it's going to be more and more difficult to make any kind of trades. However, the potential is always there, and I do think that the Red Sox will add an arm, although I don't know if it's going to be the level that they ideally would need. Brad Hand, of course, a very good target. However, I can't imagine with the amount of years left of control that the Red Sox have for Devers that would even be a possibility. We're about to take the field here shortly. Again, guys, if you're watching for the first time, please take a moment to go hit the subscribe button. We're going to be doing this all season, so we want you to be a part of it. If you know anybody that would enjoy these broadcasts, please also share with them. About 2 minutes from game time. Boston comes into this 49-24. They are currently, speaking of which, in New York, the Mariners and the Yankees are tied at 1. It is the bottom of the 4th. Nobody on. Of course, the Red Sox just dealt with Seattle, splitting the 4-game series. It was not a fun series to watch for Red Sox fans. However, we got a split on the road, especially on the West Coast, where it seems to be very difficult for these long road trips. It seems like the Red Sox struggle a bit every year when they head out on those extended West Coast trips. The late starts at least for us, not for them. It's a beautiful night in Target, in Minneapolis at Target Field, as the Red Sox take the field. The lineup tonight: right field Mookie Betts, left field Benintendi, shortstop Bogarts, DH Martinez. At first base is Mitch Moreland. Third base, Rafael Devers. Second base, Nunez. Catching is Sandy Leon. And last, but certainly not least, Jackie Bradley, batting just 184 in center. Jose Barrios, the starter for the Twins, is 7-5 with a 3.51 ERA in 89 innings so far this year. It seems to be slightly overcast there. But still, lights are on already, even though it is just 7:10. This is Central Time. The Twins have a .986 fielding percentage, 36 errors so far on the season. The park seems to be pretty full for the visiting Red Sox. Looks like there are, there are quite a few empty seats out in center and in right field. However, most of the infield is pretty well filled. The temperature is 69 degrees, 76% humidity as Barrios takes the mound, riding some kind of something in the dirt, kissing his gold necklace, and stepping up. And we're about to start Game 1 of the Red Sox Twins series from Target Field. In steps Mookie Betts. Mookie batting .340. And the first pitch is a fastball low and outside for ball 1. Mookie has 18 home runs on the season, 38 RBIs. Second pitch is also outside, 2-0. Both fastballs. Red Sox wearing their visiting grays, of course. Here's the pitch, and that is low. 3 fastballs in a row, low, and it's quickly 3-0. The fourth pitch is inside on the black for the first strike. Looked like Mookie was taken all the way on that one. Here's a pitch that is ball 4 outside. Yet another fastball. 5 fastballs so far from Barrios, and Mookie walks down to first. Mookie has a 1.120 OPS, and of course that's pretty impressive for a guy who's 5'9". Next up is Andrew Benintendi, batting .299 on the season. The lefty steps in. 12 home runs on the year, 47 RBI. Berrios checks the runner at first and looks in. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss on a 93-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball on the outside. Black. Target field beginning to fill in a bit. Checking the runner again. Mookie always a threat. Here's a set. Oh, toss over the first. Betts gets back in time. Joe Mauer, former All-Star catcher, now playing first. Has been for quite a few years. Over there today. Mookie is 13 out of 15 in stolen base opportunities on the season. And Berrios is keeping a close eye on him. Here's the 0-1. No. Oh, throw over the first again. Back in time. Mookie's really working on this beard. If you haven't noticed, it's very patchy at this point. He's definitely got the goatee. He's got a little bit here, but he looks like a 17-year-old, 16-year-old trying to grow something. Whatever, as long as he hits. Berrios in. Mookie quite a bit of a lead. Throw over again. Mookie's back again. A quick throw over to first. This is the fourth time now. Mookie gets back in. He didn't even come set. Didn't do nothing there. Just in his normal routine, getting all set. Drew over to first quickly. Mookie not quite as big of a lead now. Here's the 0-1 to the plate. Inside fastball for a ball. 1-1. That was 92 miles an hour. And here's the 1-1. Fastball low, ground ball back to the pitcher. It looks like he's only going to be able to get Benny at first. Tosses over, gets the out at first, and Mookie moves up to second. One out, man on second. A little dribbler. And pitcher had to run in quite a bit to make that play, but no issues. Home plate umpires Carlos Torres, Jeff Nelson at first. And in will step Xander Bogaerts, Red Sox shortstop, batting .279 on the season with 12 home runs, and he has been on fire as of late. .339 on base percentage, 41 ribbies on the year. And he steps out. Looks like we had some rain earlier in the day here. You can tell on the grass on the infield, also just north of the batter's box, it looks a little wet as people still continue to pile in. Here's the first pitch. Looks like a curve, 82 miles an hour in the dirt. 1-0. Xander batting .364 in his career against the Twins. And here's the 1-0. Fastball low in for a strike, 1-1. A lot of fastballs. They're reaching about 93, 94 miles an hour. Mookie at second, one out with Xander Bogaerts at the plate. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, but picked up by the catcher. No advance by Mookie. It's 2-1. If you guys are enjoying this, please take a moment to go click the subscribe button. Xander steps back in. And the 2-1. Fastball fouled away. Looked like that was in the zone, but low. 2-2. The catcher and looks like Brian Dozier, second baseman, meeting at the mound. Trying to make sure they're on the same page. Mookie still at second, one away. Xander batting .339 this season with runners in scoring position. Here's the 2-2. Fastball, swing and a miss, and down goes Xander. 96-mile-an-hour fastball for the strikeout. And there are 2 outs. Xander was just underneath that. That was in the strike zone, top inside corner. This is the second career start for Berrios against the Red Sox. In steps J.D. Martinez, 22 home runs on the season, batting .315 with a .388 on base percentage so far. Mookie at second. Here's the first pitch, strike right down the middle, 94-mile-an-hour fastball. This next pitch will be Berrios' 15th pitch on the day. J.D. Martinez career batting average at Target Field, .302. Here's the 0-1. Fastball outside, ball 1. He reached 95 here. On the strikeout pitch, it was his fastest pitch of the day. Most of these have been at 93, 94. Here's the 1-1 to Martinez. Looks like a curveball slider, ground ball to the left-hand side, picked up by the shortstop, but he had to move too far to his right to make any sort of play, so he just picks it up, keeping Martinez at first and Mookie moving up to third. Good defensive play to get there, but a good infield hit by Martinez. That looked like a slider or curveball that Martinez hit to the left-hand side. Escobar at third had to stay put, letting the shortstop go over there to make the play. So we have runners at first and third with 2 outs in the top of the inning, top of the first. And in steps Mitch Moreland, batting .276 on the year, 10 home runs. Red Sox have an opportunity here to get some runs in the first. Here's the first pitch. It is a fastball low for a ball. That was down the middle, but too low. Career versus Berrios for Mitch Moreland. He's 2 for 3, 667. One of those 2 is a home run. Here's the 1-0. Fastball fouled away. A lot of fastballs from Berrios here. 2-0 record for Berrios against the Red Sox in 5 career starts versus the AL East. Got a .309 ERA. Here's the 1-1. That is a fastball called for a strike. It was low in the zone. He hit 95 on that one. Looks like a replay we're seeing of Moreland's shot against Berrios' 1 home run. Looks like it was at Fenway where he hit it over the monster. See if he can pull something else like that. This will be the 20th pitch by Berrios here in the first. We have 2 outs. Runner at first and third if you're just joining us. 1-2 count to Mitch Moreland. Set up inside. Barrio steals. His pitch, swing and a miss, and down goes the Red Sox without scoring a run. So we head to the bottom of the first inning. Chris Sale will head on out. And we will go to commercial break. So, if you guys are joining us for the very first time, please take a moment here during the break to go and click the subscribe button. Like I said, we're going to be doing this quite a bit this season. Not only for Red Sox games, but also for other baseball, football, basketball, hockey, all kinds of stuff. So there's been some talk recently that that MLB wants to expand to 32 teams. Personally, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, we already can't support teams in Miami or in Tampa, and I don't know what could possibly good come from this. I mean, other than I would say relocation rather than expansion, but the idea is that if there is an expansion, there's going to be a realignment. And there's an article on Bo Sox Injection today that discusses what would happen to the Red Sox as far as the AL East goes if there were to be an expansion. Would it be like the NFL where they would go to 4 divisions in each league of 4 teams each? I can't imagine that they would split up the Yankees, but possibly still the Jays and the Orioles, with the Rays obviously being the one that are out. I'm not a big fan of growing the league. I think that we have quite a bit of talent that should probably be in AAA at this point, and so we're just diluting the MLB even more. But at the same time, I think that there's something to be said for getting a team in some of the major cities. I mean, Portland, Las Vegas is obviously is very successful with the Raiders heading out there and the success of the Golden Knights. But at the same time, it's tough to make a case for adding on when the Marlins can't fill up a stadium. All right, first pitch from Chris Sale is in there for a strike. Sale is 6-4 on the year with the .275 ERA. The lefty deals changeup at 91. His changeup is 91. But inside to Joe Mauer, who's batting .278, so it is a 1-1 count. The 1-1 is a fastball at 95. Inside for ball 2, 2-1 count. Joe Mauer, personally one of my favorite players. He's in there with a big shift to the right-hand side. In fact, the only player on the left-hand side of the field is about 5 feet to the left of second base. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2 on another fastball that was a bit high. Chris Sale this year, 9 starts of either 1 or 0 earned runs. The 2-2 is low and outside on a big slider that misses. 3-2 full count. Never like to see that on the first batter. See if he goes back to the fastball here. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled away. That one came in at 97. Mauer always been a consistently good hitter. He is 35 years old and batting .278 coming into this game, but with a .394 on-base percentage, something he's done his whole career. Excellent hitter. Here's the 3-2. Fouled away. No, well, it's down the left field line. Yeah, it's going to get out of play. About 10 rows up. Mauer picks up his bat and heads back. Already a long at bat. Always one that's a grinder at the plate. 394 on base percentage. The guy has 29 walks, 42 hits. Here's the 3-2, fouled away again. Same spot, left field line. Rosario up next. Eddie Rosario, left fielder. And got him on the 3-2 pitch. A 98-mile-an-hour fastball in the zone, swung through, and down goes Mauer. Devers at third, Bogarts shortstop, 986 fielding percentage, 37 errors for the Red Sox defense this year. Nunez at second, Moreland at first, Benintendi, Bradley, and Betts in the outfield. Sandy Leon behind the plate. And, of course, Chris Sale on the mound. It is Sale day. Here's the 1-0. Here's the first pitch, and it is popped to Jackie in center. Easily playable. Came in just a little. Made the pitch in there, or made the catch, and there's quickly 2 outs. I gotta remember to put these outs up here. Right, where are they? Right here. There we go, 2 outs. If you're enjoying this, please take a moment to go hit subscribe. You want to be part of this all season long. We're going to be doing this for the Red Sox and other teams as well. In steps third baseman Escobar, and there is a called strike. 90-mile-an-hour changeup on the outside black. I think Sale got the benefit there. Quickly delivering again, and that one is fouled away. Sale moving. He always moves quick, but he's moving very quickly tonight. This will be his 13th pitch. 2 outs and an 0-2 count. Brian Dozier on deck. If he can if he can extend the ending. The 0-2 is a high fastball way out of the zone. Watched by Escobar. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Also high. Fastball that time, 96. 2-2 count. And Sale has now thrown 14 pitches. There's the 2-2 fastball right down the middle, strike 3. Got him looking, and we head to the top of the second. Up next, Devers, Nunez, and Sandy Leon. So if you guys have not had an opportunity to yet, please take a moment to catch us at Fan Interference, either on YouTube by clicking subscribe or on Facebook at Fan Interference Show, facebook.com/Fan Interference Show. You can get us on Twitter or on Instagram. Follow us. Hit subscribe. So next up, we're going to have Devers. We're going to have Devers, Nunez, and Leon. Devers batting .239, Nunez at .247, and Sandy Leon .223. Not a lot of production, although Devers, of course, has a handful of home runs. I think he has 12 at this point in the season. Let me see. Devers has 11 home runs, and the guy has really got to. I mean, we got to remember he's only 21. In 70 games this year, he's got a .239 batting average. Obviously, that's got to come up. The power is there. He has 15 doubles on the year. But the on-base percentage, .287, is going to be a problem if that can't improve over time. But again, he's only 21. He's got 112 total bases on the year. He has already struck out in 70 games 76 times. But unlike the past, strikeouts are not the sin that they used to be. Jose Barrios back up to the mound. And Devers swinging at the first pitch for a strike. That was a fastball inside, and he was swinging away. Jose Berrios, 24 years old, 7-5 on the year with a 3.51 ERA so far. Low and inside, and the curveball, 2-1. Here's 2-1 fastball, ground ball to the right-hand side, played by Dozier as he goes to his feet. Toss over to Maurer for the first out. Devers is retired. Dozier went to his right there. He definitely rained earlier today. I think that's clear. He had to play it to his right, down on his knee. But not too difficult of a play for Dozier. He's a veteran. In steps Nunez. Nunez batting .247 with 4 home runs. Pitch is ball 1. That could have gone either way. Low and outside, right on the corner. Here's the 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. Low in the zone. Watched by Nunez. Here's the 1-1. Fastball and fouled away to the right-hand side. Two-seam fastball at 93 miles an hour, and it is 1-2 on Nunez. Next up would be catcher Sandy Leon. Here's the 1-2. Popped up. Easily playable. Third baseman comes in and makes the catch. So quickly 2 retired here in the top of the second. Nunez goes down and up comes Sandy Leon batting .223 on the year. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that was popped up just to the right of the pitcher, played by the third baseman coming in. And while we've had 5 quick outs, Berrios is already to 28 pitches. Sandy Leon batting .223 with 2 home runs on the year. .592 OPS and 8 RBIs. First pitch, he's bunting. Ground ball easily, well, played by the pitcher who comes in a few steps, picks it up and fires over the Maurer to get the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox, and we head to the bottom of the second. That was awfully quick. After taking a lot of pitches in the first inning, they go up there and give him an easy inning. Devers ground out on the 4th pitch. Leon bunting, I guess, to catch him off guard. They were not in bunting defense, of course. Bad news out of New York. The Yankees have taken a 5-1 lead in the top of the 6th over Seattle. So this is, of course, just like every other day, a game that the Red Sox need to win. If you're watching tonight, please take a moment to click subscribe on YouTube. I'm Benjamin Edwards from faninterference.com. If you guys are interested in following us on Facebook, please go to facebook.com/faninterferenceshow. Let's take a moment to go over and share this video. Chris Sale back out for the second. Red Sox starting pitchers in the last 10 games are 5-3 with just a 2.24 ERA. Only 3 home runs allowed while racking up 68 strikeouts. Brian Dozier, the second baseman for the Twins, steps in, batting .223 on the year. And the first pitch to the veteran is grounded to third base, played by Devers. Toss over to Moreland and a quick first out. I guess if we're going to get 3 quick outs, we can at least expect the same from them. Sale pitching well tonight, looking confident. Devers didn't have to come in too far for that. Maybe 10 feet in. Picked it up on the run and tossed over without any issue. A changeup to start the at-bat versus Robbie Grossman, who's the DH. Switch hitter. 0-1 count. 78-mile-an-hour slider high in the zone, taken for the second strike. Grossman batting just .234 on the year. The 0-2 is fouled away. Another big slider, low this time. And finally a fastball at 97, high in the zone, swung through and missed. The 20th pitch of the game for Sale is a strikeout. And there's quickly 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the second from Target Field in Minneapolis. Adrianza steps in, and Sale's changeup comes in at 86 and is fouled off the end of the bat on the check swing. So it's 0-1 to the Twins shortstop. Second pitch is fouled away, high in the zone of fastball, fouled straight back. Ahire Adrianza is the guy's name. Shortstop, 28 years old, batting .253 coming into the game, .315 on base percentage. There's the pitch, low. Didn't get the call, but it looked like it was in the zone there, inside, low and inside. The slightest breeze you can see on the field. There's a check swing called for strike 3, and that's another strikeout for Sale. Quickly go the Twins as we head to the top of the third. Coming up, Jackie Bradley. Betts at the top of the order, followed by Benintendi. Still 0-0 in Boston. This game's moving by quickly. Let's see here. I'm going to share this video real quick. If you're just joining us for the first time, please take a quick moment to go click subscribe. We're going to be doing this all year, not only for Red Sox, but for all Major League Baseball teams, as well as football, basketball, hockey, all kinds of stuff. We're going to be doing this play-by-play stuff. We're really enjoying it. And it gives you an opportunity to either watch games, get to basically watch a game that you may be unable to see due to being on cable or some channel that you don't have, or you're unavailable, or you're out that evening, you still want to pay attention to what's happening in the game. Or if you just don't want to watch the game alone, you get to watch it with us. We're going to have not only me, Benjamin Edwards, but some of our other hosts come in, do some games. We're going to be teaming up and having some special guests, not only call in, but also be in studio. So we got a bunch of fun stuff coming up. So make sure that you click subscribe. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Fan Interference Show. Please do that now. If you have any friends that you think would enjoy this kind of thing, let them know too. We also would love to hear any suggestions you may have about how we can improve the show. Some of the other scores around the league right now in the bottom of the second, the Dodgers and the Cubs are playing 0-0 still. Cubs are threatening with 2 outs. They have a runner on first and third. In Baltimore, or actually, sorry, in Washington, Baltimore and Washington 5-4 right now in the bottom of the fifth. The Orioles leading. Milwaukee is up 3-0 on Pittsburgh. And, of course, like we said earlier, the Yankees are up 5-1 at Yankee Stadium there in the bottom of the sixth. Jackie comes in, strike one, quickly in there. The 31st pitch of the game for Berrios is a ball outside. Jackie batting 184 on the season. He better be glad he's got great defensive skills. Here's the 1-1. It is inside for a ball. Jackie with just 4 home runs on the year, 581 OPS. The 2-1 is outside. Another fastball at 92 this time, taken for ball 3. Twins appear to be in the shift to the right-hand side for Jackie on a field that still looks wet from rains earlier in the days. Here's the 3-1. That is inside. Looked like a strike, but it was called a ball, and Jackie heads to first. He paused for a second and turned back. I didn't know what was happening, but he's heading down to first for a walk to start the inning. We are at Target Field. Red Sox Twins still 0-0. No outs as Mookie Betts comes to the plate, the runner on first. He walked in his first plate appearance to start the game. He's batting .340. Here well into the season. 35th pitch of the day is down the middle for a strike. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Mookie, after taking the walk and seeing the walk by Jackie, being smart and making him throw him a strike. Jackie a threat to steal at first. A little bit of a lead. Berrios checking. He goes to the plate. Runner not going. And that is called a ball, but that was in the zone. That wasn't even close. That was a strike. But he called the ball, so it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Time is called. Taking a long time to make a decision there. Berrios maybe messing with the timing for Jackie, potentially stealing. Red Sox first or second in almost every batting category in the American League. There's the 1-1. Outside, the ball gets by, and Jackie moves up to second. Catcher goes back. That was a slide. It looked like a slider or curveball that got away from him on the outside corner and rolled all the way to the back wall. And Jackie looking for more, but decided to head back to second. So we have a runner at second. Chance for the Red Sox to put some runs on the board here. Mookie a 2-1 count with no outs here in the top of the third. Berrios taking his time now that runners are on, or at least a runner's on. There's the pitch, and it is a changeup low for ball 3. 3-1 to Mookie. I'm not sure if he's going to get anything to hit here. Mookie, as of yesterday, first in the All-Star voting. for outfield. Well, that's technically true. He's not the #1 overall vote receiver as of today. It's Jose Altuve. But he was yesterday. Going through the pitches again, or through the signs again with a runner at second, maybe changing some stuff up. And here's the 3-1 to Mookie. Swing and a miss on a 93-mile-an-hour two-seamer right in the zone. So we have a full count on Mookie Betts, with Jackie on second. The 40th pitch from Berrios here is a slider which is hit down the left field line, but caught by the left fielder. Jackie's going to have to return to second. That was hit on a rope, but right to him. He took maybe 5 steps to his right and was easily there for the first out. Didn't even advance the runner. That's a shame, but he got all of that. He hit that solidly right down the left field line. But Rosario out and left to get the first out. So we have 1 out here, runner still on second, and in steps Andrew Benintendi, who grounded out in the first inning. Still sitting at 12 home runs on the year. Batting .298, came in batting .299. First pitch, inside, ball 1. The Red Sox are doing a fantastic job of taking pitches. Berrios, this is a 3-game series, and Berrios is their best starter, so you can get rid of him quick, and you're over the difficulty as far as the Twins pitching goes. Quick fire, back over to second, and the ball gets away. It heads into center field, picked up by the center fielder, but Jackie moves up to third. That was a quick turn and fire to second, and the second baseman was not there. Oh, he almost hit Jackie. That ball bounced actually in front of Jackie and bounced over him into the outfield. I could have hit Jackie if it would have. That would have hit him right in the hip as he was sliding back in. But instead, he is at third. And Red Sox have speed at third with just 1 out here in the top of the third, a chance to put a run on the board. Second pitch is a fastball down the middle for a strike. Swing and a miss for Benintendi. It is 1-1. Bogarts would be next. The 1-1 in the dirt. 86-mile-an-hour changeup. 2-1 count. A big swing by Benny. Swung all the way around. He may have lost his footing, but he went down after that, and he's taken a step out just to make sure everything's good. Looks like his left ankle may have gotten buckled underneath as he swung through that pitch. But he seems to be okay, and he's back in. It's a 2-2 count. Runner at third. Here's the 2-2. Low and inside, curveball, ball 3. So Benny takes him to a full count, the 45th pitch of the game for Berrios. 1 out, runner on third. Here's the 3-2. Is a curveball fouled away to the right-hand side. Again, Red Sox doing a fantastic job so far of eating pitches and grinding away. Jackie, big lead at third. in case anything gets by. Here's a 3-2. Fastball, swing and a miss, right down the middle, strikeout for Andrew Benintendi. So there are 2 outs. And after ending the first inning with the runner at first and third, stranding those guys, there's a chance the Red Sox may strand Jackie at third here. But it'll be up to J.D. Martinez. Oh, it'll be up to Xander Bogaerts steps in. Martinez will be next. So Xander stepping in, Jackie at third, 2 outs. Still 0-0. There's the pitch. It's a ball hit up the middle. Ground ball. The shortstop goes over, has to slide for it, but picks it up and fires over to first for the 3rd out. Good play by the shortstop. That was Dozier at first. But shortstop makes the play behind second base, has to slide to make the catch. And again, guys, it's been raining there earlier in the day, so it's a slick field. The infield dirt looks muddy. And he made a good play, picked it up, fired over the first for the 3rd out, and we will head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still 0-0, only 1 hit on the board by the Red Sox. If you guys are enjoying this, please take a moment to click subscribe. We're going to be doing this all season, not just for Red Sox games, but for many Major League games, as well as NFL and hockey and all kinds of stuff. Here we go, take that off the board. So due up in the bottom of the 3rd is Motter, Garver, and Lamar. Taylor Motter, right fielder. He's only played in 2 games this year, has yet to get a Major League hit. 28-year-old. Well, at least this season. Mitch Garver's the starting catcher, 27-year-old, played in 42 games so far this year, 228 batting average. And Ryan Lamar, the 29-year-old, with a 241 batting average, coming in with a 287 on base percentage. Those are the guys coming up against Chris Sale. The Yankees are winning. Red Sox have got to take this game. The Twins are not a good team, and they're not playing well right now. They're 31-37 coming into today. Chris Sale at 24 pitches, and the first pitch is a ground ball to the right-hand side, easily picked up by Moreland behind the bag. Takes a couple steps, and first out. Taylor Motter. 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Easily playable by Moreland at first. Sale is working quickly from the mound and also getting outs quickly. Not a lot of patience so far by the Twins. Mitch Garver steps in, catcher, batting .228, 2 home runs on the year, 8 RBIs. The first pitch is a changeup right down the middle at 90 miles an hour, in for strike 1. Second pitch, 79-mile-an-hour slider, just off the plate for ball 1. Chris Sale, 29-year-old, is 6-4 on the season with a 2.75 ERA in 15 starts, 95 innings pitched. Pitch 3 is basically in the same spot, but called a strike. So it's 1-2 to Garver. Sale has allowed 10 home runs this year, which has really been his only weakness. 29 earned runs. The 1-2 is in there for strike 3. A slider low and away. And Sale has yet another strikeout as Garver sits. Next up is Ryan Lamar. I think that's how you say it. Lamarre. 241 on the season with a 5.74 OPS. The first pitch from Sale is a changeup in the zone for strike one, right down the middle. His changeup is really looking good tonight. Second pitch is way outside for ball one. Sale already with 5 Ks. Next pitch is inside. 2-1. That was a slider on the inside. Looked to be in the zone, but called the ball. Next pitch is popped up to right field. Easily playable for Betts. And Sale retires the side quickly. 3 innings, and Sale has only thrown 33 pitches. And the Twins are only thing they have on the board right now is an error. We are through 3 at Target Field. So coming up is J.D. Martinez, who was 1 for 1. No, 1 of 1. Mitch Moreland and Rafael Devers. Those 3 guys alone have a total of 43 home runs in this young season. Some other scores from around the league. Detroit is down 5-0 in the 6th at Cincinnati. If you guys want to, please follow us on Instagram at Fan Interference. You can also follow us by clicking subscribe on YouTube. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/faninterferenceshow. The Indians are beating the White Sox in the 7th, 4-1. Atlanta is up on the Blue Jays, 8-4. Atlanta over Toronto. And the Phillies have the lead in the 6th over the Cardinals, 4-2. Seattle has scored and is now down just 5-2 to the Yankees. However, the Yankees have a runner on first in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out. Washington has tied it. It is now 5-5. And in the top of the 6th in Washington, the Orioles have a runner at first and second. Still daylight in Minneapolis, but the lights have been on since the beginning. It's a little overcast there. Not gray skies, but cloud cover across the sky. First pitch from Berrios into Martinez is low for ball 1. Consistently throwing 92, 93, 94 mile-an-hour fastballs. He has retired 9 batters, and he is throwing his 50th pitch, which is a hit to the right-hand side. And that is a ground ball that gets through and heads out to right field for a single. Good leadoff hit for J.D. Martinez, the second hit of the day for the Red Sox. Taylor Motter out in right field. Had to come in probably 10 feet to pick that up and toss it on in. Your all-star vote leader as of today is Jose Altuve with 1.5 million votes. Right now, Mookie has 1.4. So if you are Red Sox fans, go vote. Mitch Moreland steps in, fouls away the first pitch. He is 0 for 1 with the strikeout, batting .275 on the season. We are in the top of the 4th in Minnesota, still 0-0. As Chris Sale is so far spinning a gem. Here's the 0-1, outside and low for ball 1. Martinez, no threat to run at first. He has one stolen base on the year. Catcher sets up inside. Here's the 1-1. It is low for a ball. Moreland with 13 doubles on the year, 2 triples. He's actually second on the team in triples with 2. Benny has 5. Here's the 2-1. Fastball high, swung through for strike 2. So this is the 4th inning. In the 1st and the 3rd, the Red Sox had runners in scoring position and were unable to get a run across. Here we have a leadoff hit. See if the Red Sox can take advantage of this. Checking the runner at first. Berrios looks in. Here's the 2-2. It's a hit to the left-hand side, hit into the shift. And the runner advances to second. Hit to left field. They were shifting to the right-hand side, and he hit it just to the right, just to the third baseman's right, into the gap. So 2 very similar hits, one to right field, one to left. Start the 4th inning for the Red Sox. Still no outs. Martinez at second, Moreland at first. And in steps 21-year-old Rafael Devers, who has 11 home runs on the season. Rosario checks second. Here's the first pitch. Swinging and fouls away to the left-hand side. Devers batting .238 on the year, .286 on base percentage. 11 home runs, 35 RBI for the 21-year-old. The lefty steps back in. Again, runner at first and second. No outs. Catcher sets up on the inside, and here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. Berrios has been running that fastball inside and has not had a whole lot of success against lefties so far. He can't seem to place it on the inside. Regular defensive positioning for the Twins here against Devers. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was swinging for the fences there at the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. That is strike 2. Devers is still young. Got to realize you just got to put the ball in play and move the runners at this point. Berrios steps off. And back in. Set. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and the miss on a high outside the zone fastball, and down goes Devers for the first out. It was a good pitch. High outside the zone. And he just swung through it. A lot of strikeouts so far this year by Rafael Devers. That is his 77th. He is leading the Red Sox in strikeouts. Only 19 walks to those 77 strikeouts. But again, he's 21. What do you expect? In steps second baseman Eduardo Nunez, who is 0 for 1 with the pop out earlier in the game. And the first pitch is in the dirt, curveball. Red Sox have a chance here. Berrios taking a lot of time tonight with runners on base. Here's the pitch, and it is popped up. Could it be playable? Looks like it's playable in foul ground for the first baseman. Maurer comes over and makes the catch for the second out, and the Red Sox, for the third time in 4 innings, may go without scoring a run after having a runner in scoring position. A lot of opportunities so far, but nothing to show for it for the Red Sox. Let's see if they can make something happen here. Sandy Leon is up next. He is 0 for 1 with a .221 batting average so far. Red Sox have 3 hits, but have also stranded 3. Runner at first and second, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th, still 0-0. First pitch to Sandy is fouled back for strike 1. 62 pitches now for Berrios. They're making him work. There's a ball hit to right field. Looks like it's gonna, no, looked like it was gonna drop for a second, but right fielder comes in and is able to make the catch for the third out. And the Red Sox strand another one. That looked like a slider that Leon went after on the outside portion of the plate and ended up popping it in between center and right. Both outfielders ran in, but the right fielder was able to get to it. It looked like it might drop there for a second, but unfortunately, it's just a third out. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 0-0. Chris Sale, the story for the Red Sox over the last 2 seasons, not this one, but the 2016-2017, was being able to have great pitching performances. Unfortunately, they were on days where we couldn't score any runs, and vice versa. On days where we scored 8, we allowed 9. And while both teams won the division, won 93 games both years, you kind of had that sense that they weren't going to be able to be successful in the playoffs. And of course, only won 1 playoff game in each of those 2 years, or in those 2 years combined. You get a different vibe this year. They're scoring more runs. However, there is still just a hint of that same kind of feeling in days where you get a fantastic pitching performance, but are unable to produce any offense. And we saw that just a couple days ago in that 1-0 loss in Seattle. We haven't had a whole lot of that, but after the last couple of years, those are tough to take. We lost a game 3 days ago, 1-0. The day before that, we won a game 2-1. And in between those 2, we lost a game 6-7. So the last couple games have been very reminiscent of the 2016-2017 seasons, and those are not fun. Please follow us on Facebook at Fan Interference Show. That's facebook.com/Fan Interference Show. If you're enjoying this, please take a moment to go click subscribe. Want as many subscribers as we can. Want to have as big a community as we can get as we watch these games throughout the season. Here we go, the bottom of the 4th, still 0-0 at Target Field in Minneapolis. The sun's is going down right now. We've left 5 on base. Chris Sale comes out, having thrown just 33 pitches through the first 3 innings. And here is the first pitch to first baseman Joe Maurer. That is high for a ball. Maurer with a .392 on-base percentage, but just a .276 average. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout earlier in the game. Second pitch is a fastball right down the middle, 94 miles an hour. Taken. Eddie Rosario on deck. Sale looks in. Here's the pitch. Foul ball down the left field line. So quickly 1-2. Twins career leaders in doubles. Joe Maurer, 4th behind Kirby Puckett, Sam Rice, and Joe Judge. Just a few behind Kirby. Here's the 1-2. It's a curveball in there for strike 3, a slider. on the inside bottom half of the plate, and Sale has his 6th strikeout already in 10 outs. Sale looking fantastic against a weak hitting offense. The Red Sox this season as a team coming into tonight batting .261. Twins batting just .240. Top of the 8th in New York. Yankees leading the Mariners 6-2. In steps Eddie Rosario, quick first strike. Right down the middle. Second pitch is a high fastball at the top of the zone. Rosario jumps out of the way, but didn't really need to, and looks back not very happy with that being called a strike. The Amica pitch zone says it was a strike. Still not happy about it. Third pitch is outside for a ball, 1-2. Slider inside, fouled away. Rosario staying with it. So 1-2 to the left fielder. Left-handed batting, Eddie Rosario. One of their better hitters, batting .320 on the year. Fastball, 99, right down the middle for a 7th strikeout. Chris Sale is having a game here. That ball was a cannon right down the middle, and Rosario just watched it go by. We are seeing a gem tonight here. 2 outs in the 4th. Chris Sale, first pitch hit back to Chris Sale on the one hopper, picks it up and fires over to first, and Chris Sale is through 4 innings, throwing just 43 pitches so far. And again, the Twins have nothing on the board to show for it. We will go to the top of the 5th. Still 0-0. Let's see if the Red Sox can get Sale some support here. This game at this point started 1 hour and 5 minutes ago, and we are in the top of the 5th. If you are joining us for the first time, please take a moment to click subscribe. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/faninterferenceshow. If you have any comments, please let us know. Click, hey, I'm enjoying it. Or you're too loud. Or you're too bald. Whatever. Anything. I want some feedback. We're going to be doing this not just for Red Sox games, but for MLB games across the remainder of the season, as well as football and basketball and hockey, all kinds of stuff. We have multiple hosts that are going to be doing this. We also do a weekly show on Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. Central Time, the regular Fan Interference show. Please check that out tomorrow evening. Berrios still in. We'll be facing Jackie Bradley when we come back. Bradley hitting .184 on the season. Berrios already at 63 pitches. 63 pitches, 36 for strikes. He has thrown 36 strikes. He has 2 walks and 4 strikeouts, allowing 3 hits so far. First pitch from Berrios to Jackie is taken for a strike. Fastball, up and in. Berrios is just 24 years old. .351 ERA this season in 14 starts. He's allowed 35 earned runs. There's a ball hit to right field on the second pitch that Jackie sees, but quickly dies and drops into the right fielder's glove. It was well struck, but just didn't have the distance. Berrios has 91 strikeouts this year. Now he's got an additional 3 or 4, so he's got 95. His whip is just .948, so he's one of the better pitchers on the Twins staff, on a poor staff. In fact, they don't have another starting pitcher that has more than 1 win above 500. In steps Mookie for the 3rd time, and it is a 1-0 count on a ball outside. Mookie taking the first pitch on all 3 of his plate appearances so far. And it is quickly 2-0 on a slider inside. Mookie now batting .338. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's the 2-0. Is a fastball just outside, and it is quickly 3-0. Here's the 3-0 to Mookie, taking all the way, fastball in for a strike, 3-1. This next pitch will be Berrios' 70th pitch of the game, and he has retired 12 batters. Shakes off the first sign, and here comes another one. Mookie is taking, and that's a slider low and outside for ball 4. Betts heads down to first, and yet again, the Red Sox have the leadoff runner on base, the leadoff batter on base. We're in the top of the 5th at Target Field, where the Red Sox and the Twins are still 0-0. Red Sox have had plenty of opportunities so far, have stranded 5 runners in the first 4 innings. Here comes Benintendi batting .297, 0 for 2 on the day. And the timeout called by Benny as Berrios has taken a little bit too long. Berrios has been very deliberate to the plate and very patient with runners, even runners just at first. Now Betts has been on in the first inning, and he looked at him all day long. Multiple throws over. Betts, oh, and here's another one. Toss over to first. Again, Mookie is 13 of 15 in steal opportunities for the season. In his career, he's got an 84% stolen base, 93 of 111. That's fantastic. Lead off here, and Berrios is just staring at him over there. Here's the first pitch. Called the strike on the outside black. So 0-1 to Benny. Looking over at the dugout, seeing what the sign is. This could be a hit and run situation, depending on the count. Betts with a good lead. Mauer holding him on at first. Benny steps back in. Here's the pitch, outside. 81-mile-an-hour changeup for ball 1. So it's 1-1. Red Sox with a great opportunity here. Chris Sale is pitching a gem tonight if you're just now joining us. Stay with us. Who knows what he could pull off tonight. Catcher setting up on the inside. Here's the 1-1 to Benny. Swung through, missed. Strike 2. Benny not looking happy with himself on that one. Xander due up next. He's 0 for 2, followed by J.D. Martinez, who is 2 for 2. Mookie with the lead off first. Look over from Berrios. Here's the pitch. Ball. 2-2. Look like a slider outside. This next pitch will be the 75th pitch for Berrios in this game. Red Sox looking to get to the Twins bullpen quickly. Two-two, throw over to first, and Mookie's back in time, sliding in. This is now the 5th time Mookie has slid back into first base on a throw over. The Twins have slowed the game down quite a bit here with the runner on. Still only 1 out. There's a ball hit to left field. Looks like it's going to get down. No, slide by the left fielder, and Mookie's going to have to get back. Caught by the left fielder for the 2nd out. Throw back to first, and Mookie is able to get back on a bad throw back to the back to the first baseman to try to double him up. And there are 2 outs. A sliding play by the left fielder, and again, this grass is wet, and everybody who does any kind of slide whatsoever is having some real bad traction problems. It looks like maybe his knee got caught up underneath him. Yeah, his knee is filled. He has taken his pants up and his socks down, trying to get all the grass and mud out of his socks. But a great play, slid in on his knees, able to make the play for the 2nd out, and then get up and fire back in, but just a bad throw allows Mookie to get back. He was on the move for sure. So 2 outs, top of the 5th, still 0-0. Mookie Betts at first base, and Xander Bogaerts steps in. First pitch, slider, in for a strike. Wonder if we're going to see a steal here. Mookie with still a big lead. Mauer holding him on at first. Berrios is paying a lot of attention to him over there. Here's the throw home, and it's fouled away. Fouled back just to the right-hand side, about 15 rows up. First baseman runs over, but couldn't get to it. So 77 pitches so far for Berrios. Twins have been playing about 500 clip for the past 2.5, 3 weeks. Two outs and an 0-2 count. Bogaerts is back in, and here's the pitch. It is a ground ball to the left-hand side. Easily played by the third baseman. The toss over to Mauer, and yet again, the Red Sox failed to score with the leadoff runner reaching base. So we will head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Chris Sale will come back out. Sale so far tonight, let's see here. Sale has, I believe he's got 7 Ks. Yes, 7 Ks in 4 innings pitched. And he's given up nothing. He is sitting at, let's see how many pitches he has. Sale has 71, no, I'm sorry, let me see here. Sale has thrown 43 pitches through 4 innings. Brian Dozier, second baseman, will be coming up, followed by Grossman and Adrianza. If y'all are out there, is this Adrianza or Adrianza? I don't know. He's the shortstop for the Twins, batting .252. Dozier's 0 for 1. Grossman is 0 for 1. Adrianza is 0 for 1. If you guys are joining us for the first time, please give us a comment. Let me know you're watching. And please take a moment to click subscribe on YouTube. New subscriber Colin Warner. Thank you, Colin. Glad to have you at Fan Interference. We're just an hour and 20 minutes into this game, and the Twins are still looking for their first base runner. Chris Sale's only thrown 43 pitches so far. He now has a 2.64 ERA at this point in the season. Brian Dozier steps in. Dozier, the 31-year-old veteran. And here's the first pitch, showing bunt, but pulls it back for a strike right down the middle. So 0-1 to Dozier. Dozier, 5'11", 200 pounds, righty. He's played his entire career for the Twins. Second pitch is hit to right field. Mookie moving to his left. Looks like he's under it, playable, and caught for the first out. They have got the bats on a couple tonight, but none have been difficult defensively. Now steps in the DH, Robbie Grossman, batting .232 on the year, .320 on base percentage. First pitch is outside for a ball. We've seen Sale's changeup tonight go from 85 to 90 miles an hour. A very efficient pitch for him tonight. In fact, all of his pitches are looking good. Second pitch is a slider in there for a strike. Looked at by Grossman as it goes by. Grossman is 28 years old. 41 strikeouts on the year. Here's the 1-1. Called a strike. Slider on the outside corner. Looked questionable, but called a strike. Quickly 1-2. With one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the pitch. Oh, high and in, and Grossman has to duck out of the way. 2-2. Grossman definitely on the plate. Perhaps that was a message by Sale. He hasn't missed much tonight. Here's the 2-2. And foul back. So that was the 50th pitch of the night for Sale, with one out in the bottom of the fifth. 2-2 count to Grossman. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. Slider in there for strike three. He's got another one. That's 8 Ks now for Chris Sale. And the Twins quickly have 2 outs. Everything that Chris Sale has done tonight has been quick. He's worked quick. He's getting quick outs, quick innings, everything. He's on fire tonight. Grossman couldn't believe it. That was a knee-bending strike there. First pitch is a slider fouled away to the left-hand side to Adrianza, shortstop. Adrianza with 3 homers this year. The 0-1 slider in there for a strike. A lot of breaking balls this inning. We have not seen the fastball yet. He hasn't really needed it. Quickly 0-2 to Adrianza. 2 outs here. Fastball high and in. Not swung at. Ball 1. So 1-2. That came in at 95. So they have seen 88, 86, and then 95 in this at-bat. Here's the pitch. It's a slider. Ground ball to the left-hand side. It's going to be difficult. Oh! Difficult play for the third baseman coming in. Devers tried to barehand it. Unable to. And the Twins have their first hit of the night. 21-year-old third baseman having to make that play. Came in, was going to be difficult one way or the other. Tried to barehand it, couldn't do it. Ended up grabbing it, popped it up with his hand, but ended up grabbing it with his glove, and not near enough time to make a play at first. So Twins have their first base runner on with 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Devers. Ugh. That's what you get when you have a 21-year-old playing hot corner, but at the same time, you hate to see it go like that. Let's see how this affects Sale. Taylor Motter, right fielder in there. Runner at first, 2 outs. 0-1 to Motter. Here's the 0-1. Fastball high, ball 1. Man, you hate to see that. Sale has been on fire tonight. I sure wish they would have called that an error, but you just can't. That was playable ball. Here's the 1-1 Motter. Say releases, quick fire down the first base line. That was a called strike. And then the quick fire from Leon down to Moreland at first, but Adrianza is back. 58 pitches now for Sale. 8 Ks, 1 hit. So quick pickoff attempt. Good throw, just not in time. So here's the 1-2 to the right fielder. Fastball fouled straight back. So this is the first inning that Chris Sale has had to throw any serious amount of pitches. He's now at 59. This will be his 60th pitch. And here's the 1-2. It is fouled away to the left-hand side. Still 1-2. Some good at-bats this inning by the Twins. Most of them, this is their second time around to see him. Sale slowing it down a bit. Comes set. Looking at the runner first. And here's the 1-2. Foul ball off his ankle. Looks like it bounced maybe off his ankle or off his shoe and bounced towards Sale, who fielded it anyway. Foul ball. 1-2 still. Motter only playing in his 3rd game of the season so far. Has yet to get a hit this season. In here facing Chris Sale. 1-2. That's outside for a ball. Looked like he wanted to go for it, but pulled back on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball outside the zone. And Sale has now thrown 62 pitches. I believe he came into this inning with 43. So he's now thrown his 19th and about to throw his 20th pitch of the inning. And he's set for the 2-2. Throw over the first. Adrianza is back. Sale set. Here's the 2-2. That's a ball, but thrown down to the batter. The runner at first was stealing second. Quick throw down to second. Looked like he had him tagged. Leon had a great throw, but the ball just got out of Nunez's glove and rolls 4 or 5 feet away. Looked like the umpire was calling out, didn't realize that the ball's out of the glove. He had him beat by 2 feet. We'll see whether he knocked that ball. Oh, it was just during the tag. It looks like he went to make the tag and ended up hitting the base, and the ball popped out at the time. So his 4th stolen base of the year by Adrianza. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 0-0. And a full count now to Taylor Motter, the right fielder. Motter steps out, then quickly back in. Sale looking. Looking in, now he steps back out again. Making sure that Sale and Leone are on the same page here. 64th pitch of the night for Sale is fouled to the right-hand side, out of play. It was a 76-mile-an-hour slider. So we've seen sliders in the high 70s. We have seen changeups in the high 80s, peaking at 90. And we've seen a fastball as fast as 99 for a strikeout earlier in the game. So after a very quick first 4 innings, this bottom of the 5th is taking a little longer. Here's the 3-2, a slider, and he walked him. Well, Sale does not seem to be reacting well to giving up that hit earlier in the inning. Now it's 65 pitches. 2 outs still, runner at first and second. And Motter still doesn't have a hit, but he has his second walk of the year. If you're just joining us, please take a moment to click subscribe. Please also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/faninterferenceshow. First pitch in is a called strike. Looks like a slider at 70 miles an hour. Robbie Grossman in, the DH. The 28-year-old steps back in. And Sale set with the 0-1. There's the pitch, and it is popped up right field. Betts coming in and is able to make the catch by the line of right field, and that ends the 5th. A rocky 5th for the Red Sox and for Chris Sale, giving up his first hit, also his first walk. But the Red Sox get out of it undamaged, and it is 0-0 still, heading to the top of the 6th inning. So far right now we have 3 hits by the Red Sox, no runs. The Twins have 1 hit and 1 error. Coming up next in the top of the 6th inning, we will see J.D. Martinez, who is 2 for 2. Moreland is 1 for 2. And Rafael Devers, who is 0 for 2 and has muffed a ground ball to give up the only hit so far for Chris Sale. Sale at 67 pitches. Berrios is at 78, but is bending but not breaking. Has not given up a run yet. Right now, the Red Sox have left. They have stranded, I believe, 8. They have stranded 6. They have stranded, feels like 16 at this point. Well, the Red Sox, of course, one of the hottest teams in baseball. Also just as hot is the New York Yankees, who seem to win every day that we win. In fact, they won again tonight in a 7-2 victory over Seattle in Yankee Stadium. They are now 48-22. That means that the Yankees have played 70 games, winning 48 of them. Very impressive. And they have lived and died with the home run this year. If you are just joining us, please take a moment to hit subscribe. We're going to be doing this all season, not just for Red Sox games, but for all Major League Baseball games, as well as football and basketball and hockey and all kinds of stuff. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/faninterferenceshow. Also, please click the subscribe button. If you have any friends or family that you would think would enjoy watching this, if you're unavailable to watch the Red Sox games, or if you just want somebody to watch it with, we're here. We're going to have multiple hosts coming in. We're going to have call-ins. We're going to have trivia. We're going to have news, all kinds of stuff. So you want to be a part of this, you got to check this out. Here we go, top of the 6th. In steps J.D. Martinez. And the first pitch by Berrios is low curveball outside the zone for ball 1. Berrios has now thrown 79 pitches here in the top of the 6th. The shift to the left side for the right-handed Martinez. Ball hit to right field, playable though. Motter takes 5 steps to his right, bends down, and quickly makes the catch. So a line drive, but for a quick first out here in the top of the 6th. Mitch Moreland stepping in. He is 1 for 2 on the day. 10 home runs on the season, 279 average. And the lefty steps in. Here's the pitch. It is a deep drive to right field, but looks playable for the center fielder who's right on the track and makes the catch. So 2 quick pitches, 2 quick outs. Both hit pretty deep, especially that one. That was right where the grass meets the track in right center, played by the center fielder. Not difficult, but looked good when off the bat. And here with 2 outs is Devers stepping in. He is 0 for 2. Berrios 2 pitches. Let's see if Devers swings at this one. No, he takes one for a strike at the top of the zone, 93 miles an hour. He doesn't like it. He's got a ground out and a strikeout so far today. Devers wearing the red gloves. Second pitch knocks him down inside, 93 miles an hour, way inside. He went all the way to the ground. Those red gloves are now dirty. Back up, stepping back in, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, not even close. Change up, 83 miles an hour. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and hit a mile to right. Is it playable? It is back, back, back. It is gone. Rafael Devers has a home run. It is a line drive home run to right center field, way up there. Both center fielder and right fielder went to play it. But I think that they both saw it incorrectly because that thing was way up there. Well, I think that may make up for the muffed ball at third that cost Sale his first hit of the game. That ball was hit on a line, and it got out of here quick. That was probably 5 rows up, but that's that wall in right center where at Target Field, in an homage to the Metrodome, they put a big right center field wall out there. Of course, it has it's a digital screen now. It's got all the other scores. But it was way up over that. So it is 1-0 Boston. Oh, a quick ground ball between first and second, and Nunez has a single on the first pitch to him. So the Red Sox got something going here. 2 outs, single. And let me adjust this score and get that right. Boston 1, Minnesota 0. That ball was well hit. That is his 12th. That is Devers' 12th home run for the Red Sox this season. He is now tied with Andrew Benintendi and let's see here. He is tied with Benny and Bogarts. They all 3 have 12. In steps Sandy Leon. The big catcher comes in, batting left. Here's the pitch, swung right through a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, right down the middle. 87 pitches now for Berrios. Nunez at first. Red Sox finally have a run for Chris Sale. Boy, Devers sure can hit when he gets a hold of one. Leon steps out, calls time. The sun has set. It is dark now in Minneapolis, as you can see. Here's the 0-1. No, steps off. Looks over at first. Berrios is very wary of any base runners over at first. Constantly looking, multiple throwovers so far, especially against Betts in his 2 times at first. Leon having none of it, stepping out, waiting. Nunez not taking that big of a lead. Not going. There's the pitch and fouled away. 0-2 to Leon. Sandy, the 29-year-old backstop, in 30 games this year is batting .223. He has 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. He's got a stolen base. He's got 4 walks. He also has 27 strikeouts, as none of the Red Sox catchers are having great years offensively. Here he steps back in with an 0-2 count. Runner at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Catcher wants it low, and a quick fire over to first. Nunez easily back. Nunez 4 for 6 in stolen base opportunities this year. He's got a little bit of speed. Nunez, 31 years old. Is the pitch high and outside for a ball? 1-2. Eduardo Nunez, best stolen base season. He stole 40 bases in 2016 for Minnesota and Boston. That year he was caught just 10 times. In his career, he's got 133 stolen bases, with just 37 caught stealing. A swing and a miss for Leon on a ball in the dirt. That is the 3rd strike, and or was that fouled? Are they calling that a foul ball? Can't tell. Nobody's running off. I guess he fouled that one. He walked off like he had struck out, and the catcher looked like he had some difficulty getting out of the dirt, maybe have injured his hand slightly. Let's see, here's the replay. Ball in the dirt. Oh, yeah, he got a piece of it. He got a piece of it. Looks like it bounced off the bat, back up, and hit the catcher's hand. Leon walked off like he was out. But here he steps back in. The 91st pitch of the night for Berrios. Nunez at first. 2 outs. 1-2 count to Sandy Leon. Here's the pitch. High and outside. Way outside. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 2-2. Guys, if you're watching, make sure you go click subscribe real quick so that you can see this each time we do a show. My name is Benjamin Edwards from Fan Interference. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, as you can see here. Catcher setting up inside 2-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Leon for the 3rd strike, or for the 3rd out. And we go to the middle of the 6th. Berrios has thrown 92 pitches, allowing only the home run to Rafael Devers. So we will head to the bottom of the 6th. If you're liking what you see, guys, please give us a comment and let us know what you think. We would like you to invite any of your friends to join the page, to follow us on either Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you'd like. Some scores from around the league. Tampa Bay and Houston are tied at 1 in the 6th, although it looks like Tampa Bay may have something going with 2 men on. The Rangers are leading the Royals 4-1 right now in the bottom of the 5th at Kauffman. The Mets and the Rockies are warming up, as are the Angels, who are hosting the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers have beaten the Cubs at Wrigley 4-3. The Mariners fall to the Yankees earlier today, 7-2. The Nationals have gone out in front of Baltimore in Washington, 9-6. They're in the bottom of the 8th. The Dodgers I guess they're playing a doubleheader, and the Dodgers in the second game are up 1-0 on Chicago. That's in the bottom of the 6th. The Cardinals over the Phillies 6-4 in the 8th. And the Braves are beating Toronto in the top of the 9th. They're up 9-4. So Chris Sale coming back out. He's thrown 67 pitches, allowed just 1 hit, and has 8 Ks. Ryan Lamar, the center fielder for the Twins, will be coming up. He's 0 for 1. Lamar is 29 years old. He's played in 37 games this year. 5 walks, 32 strikeouts. He's batting .241 with an on-base percentage of .287. And Sale, first pitch is a changeup, fouled to the left-hand side, strike 1. Lamar is 0 for 1 today with a flyout. No home runs this year for Lamar. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled to the right-hand side on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Lots of trade talk for the Red Sox so far. Everybody's under the impression that they're looking for a reliever. There was some talk earlier about Brad Hand from the Padres as the 0-2 pitch is fouled back. However, they said that they would be looking for the caliber of player, I think that this is the quote, the caliber of player of a Rafael Devers, who of course is under control from the Red Sox for the next 5 or 6 years or something, so I can't imagine that he would go. There is a slider inside, check down to first, ball. And here's the 1-2 from Sale. It is a slider, foul down the left field. Devers picks it up, tosses it into the stands. So I agree. I mean, with the Carson Smith and Tyler Thornburg and all of those could-have-beens in the bullpen, we have had great success from some of the. There's a ground ball that gets through on the left-hand side. That is only the second hit now for the Twins. That's a single. Snuck in between Bogarts and Devers. And the Twins have their second hit. Looked like a slider low, just past the glove of Devers as he went to his left. So no outs. Runner on first. And Joe Mauer steps in, batting .275. Got two Ks today. He's 0 for 2. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Shows bunt, and he is hit. That ball came way inside, and it looks like it got him maybe on the hand, the wrist. But he heads down to first. Now we have runners at first and second. 95-mile-an-hour fastball, way up and in. Let's go. If it shows bunt, oh no, it looks like it got him right here on the chest. Let's see if I see that again. He showed bunt and then pulled back, and when he pulled back, it hit him. Looks like it hit him right here on the chest. You know the whole don't rub it rule, the unwritten rule, that if you get hit by a ball, you're not supposed to rub it. I wish they would every once in a while so I can see where they got hit. So we have no outs. And Sale has a runner on first and second. In steps left fielder Eddie Rosario. 0 for 2 tonight, but batting .319 on the year with 16 home runs. First pitch is a fastball, 97 miles an hour, in for a strike, swinging strike. Rosario is leading the club in home runs right now, and he is batting .333 with runners in scoring position. In fact, since May 1st, he's batting .425 with runners in scoring position, and here we are with no outs and a man on first and second. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch from Sale. Same spot, same pitch, this time 99. Same swing, same miss, 0-2. Rosario standing there looking puzzled. That was the 76th pitch for Sale. Sure could use a strikeout here. So two high fastballs in the zone, 97 and 99. What is he going to come with here? Here's the 0-2. Fastball, 97. A little bit lower this time, but fouled off. Rosario right now entering today is 4th in the American League in hits, 6th in average and slugging percentage, and he is 10th in RBI. Clearly the best hitter on the Twins, the 26-year-old is. .359 on base percentage. Sale looking in, getting the sign. Runner at first and second, still no outs, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Slider, ground ball to the right-hand side, picked up by the first baseman, throw over to second for the outs. That's all they can get. So the runner advances from second to third. Rosario is safe at first, but they do get one out, and now we have runners at the corners. .78 pitches for Sale. Moreland was able to play that, didn't have to move too much, just moved a step or two to his right, picked it up, tossed over to first, but it didn't look like Nunez had any chance to go back to first. In steps third baseman Eduardo Escobar, batting .299. He is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a ground out. And quickly calls time and steps out. And here's the first pitch. High ball. 98 miles an hour. This will be the 80th pitch for Chris Sale. Runners at the corners. One out, bottom of the 6th. There's the pitch, fouled away. So 1-1 to Escobar. Escobar, 29 years old, came into tonight batting .302. 12 home runs. He's got 2 triples, tied for the team lead. Sale lefty, not a lot of chances there's going to see a steal from first to second. There is a ball hit down the left field line. Benny is going over to play it. That'll score a run. And they're sending the runner home. There's a play at the plate, not in time, and the Twins have taken the lead. It is 2-1 Minnesota, and Chris Sale is not pitching near as well as he was prior to giving up that hit. That was a ball lined down the left field line, looked like a golf swing, way in the dirt. He was able to pick it up, toss it into left field. Benny had to run to the corner, pick it up. Escobar now has an 8-game hitting streak. And Chris Sale now is up to 80-some-odd pitches and has lost the lead here in Minneapolis. No hesitation whatsoever in sending that runner around, and while there was a throw home, not even close to being in time. Escobar down to second on the first pitch, 0-1. On the swing and a miss, on what looks like a slider, perhaps a changeup. So runner at second, still one out. And second pitch is fouled off. This is Brian Dozier batting .221. Got 10 bombs on the year. If you guys that are watching, please take a moment to go click subscribe. And then hurry back, because this game is getting good. So one out, 0-2 count. High fastball outside the zone. That came in at 98. So it is 1-2 to Brian Dozier. He is 0 for 2 tonight with the ground out and the fly out. 3 consecutive fastballs came in at 96, 97, 95. Let's see what he gets here. Another fastball outside. 2-2. Sale looking in, wipes his brow. Field still wet from earlier rains. Here's the 2-2. It is swung, ball hit. Ground ball to the third baseman, picks it up, throws over for the second out. After looking the runner back to second, Devers, good play. Looked like the runner was going. He fielded the ball, had to step to his left, picked it up, looked over, looked the runner back, toss over to first, plenty of time. So we have 2 outs. In steps DH Robbie Grossman, who is 0 for 2 tonight with 2 Ks. Runner still at second here in a 2-1 Twins lead. Let me actually fix that. My apologies. You guys got to yell at me if you see that. First pitch is called a strike outside the zone, slider. Wasn't even near the zone. Here's the 0-1 from Sale, fouled off. That was a 79-mile-an-hour slider, low in the zone. Fouled off his foot, looks like. Escobar still at second. If you have any friends or family that you think would enjoy these broadcasts, please tell them. Please send them a link so that they can subscribe. We should be back here tomorrow night for the Red Sox Twins. Be hitting up some Rangers games, some Yankees games, a couple Cubs games soon. The 0-2 is fouled off. 97 miles an hour, and Escobar walks back to second again. Sale about to throw his 90th pitch here in the 6th inning. Red Sox 1 run on 5 hits. Twins 2 runs on 3 hits. They also have an error by the pitcher on a ball that was a toss over to second that ended up in the into center field. Sale back in, the tall, lanky lefty. There's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away to the right-hand side. Chris Sale pitches by inning so far tonight. 15, 9, 9, 10, and then over 20 the last 2 innings. He was rolling until that ball ate up Devers at third, which was the first hit for the Twins here in the 5th. Now here we are in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. There's the pitch, strike 3, swing and a miss on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball high in the zone. Grossman goes down, and Sale gets out of it. He's thrown 91 pitches through 6, but the Twins do some damage, scoring twice and taking the lead here in the bottom of the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. This game has gone by fairly quickly. The first 5 innings went by in an hour. and it has been quite a slowdown since then. Now, if you have any family or friends you think would enjoy this, please let them know. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Fan Interference Show. My name is Benjamin Edwards. I'm one of the main hosts from the Fan Interference Show, which is a live weekly sports talk show and trivia and all kinds of giveaways and stuff that we do every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central. You can find us on Facebook or on YouTube. And we have just started doing these live play-by-plays. If you would like to follow us, please click subscribe. If you know anybody who would enjoy it, please let them know. If you have any recommendations, any thoughts on the broadcast, please let us know. We'd love to hear anything that you guys have to offer as far as feedback goes. So coming up in the top of the 7th, we will have Jackie Bradley, Mookie Betts, and Andrew Benintendi. And Berrios looks like he will be coming back out. He has thrown 92 pitches. This may be his last inning. This may be the best opportunity here with Betts coming up, as followed by Benintendi. Bradley today is 0 for 1. He is batting .184 on the season, below the Mendoza line. He does have 4 home runs. Overall, a great game so far. Red Sox have left 7 on base. Twins have left 3. Now, the first pitch is outside. So the Red Sox have had plenty of opportunities to make something happen, but have failed to do so as they've left 7 men on base. Here's the 1-0 to Jackie. Down the middle, 93-mile-an-hour fastball, taken. 1-1. Trevor Hildenberger. That's a mouthful. A right-handed reliever is warming up for the Twins. The 1-1 is a fastball. High, called for a strike. Jackie doesn't like it. 95 pitches now for Berrios. Here's the 1-2, fouled away. One thing you can say about Jackie is that while he does seem to hit a lot of balls to the warning track, while he does seem to strike out, while he does seem to always have a terrible batting average, he does grind away during plate appearances. As he is here, taking his 5th pitch, low and inside curveball for ball 2. 2-2. Jackie has, however, not taken as many full walks this year as he has in previous seasons. Here's the 2-2 to Jackie, outside for ball 3. Jackie had 63 walks in 2016. He had 48 last year. He has 20 so far this year, so he's on pace for what he had last year. 48 walks in 541 plate appearances. Here's the 99th pitch from Berrios. It's fouled away. Still a full count. No outs. Top of the 7th here at Target Field in Minneapolis. Jackie's batting average is down. His on-base percentage is down. His slugging percentage is down this year. He had 17 bombs last year. He has 4 so far this year. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Jackie goes down on the 100th pitch for Berrios tonight. That is Jackie's 64th strikeout this season. Berrios now has 6 Ks. He has, however, walked 3 and allowed 5 hits. Just 1 run, though. In steps Mookie as the lineup turns around. Oh! Inside fastball gets away and hits Mookie on the bicep. The 101st pitch sends Mookie down to first. That was a 90. That came in at 92.6 miles an hour. They got him on the arm. Looks like it hit him straight here, right on the bicep. Let's see the replay. It hit him a little bit lower, maybe here. One way or the other, he doesn't seem to be favoring it at all. There's a meeting at the mound, and that might be a pitching change. Yes, it is. His day is done. And in comes the reliever whose name I could barely pronounce earlier. Let's see. His name is Trevor Hildenberger, 27-year-old righty coming in. So that's a day for Berrios. He six in the third innings, 5 hits allowed, 1 run earned, 3 walks, 6 Ks, 1 hit by pitch, and allowed the solo home run to Devers in the 5th. His ERA is now 3.38 on the year. He is in line for the win, however, but the runner on first is his. If you guys are enjoying this, please take a moment to go click subscribe. Also follow us on Fan Interference on Facebook at Fan Interference Show. Facebook.com/Fan Interference Show. And if you have any comments, anything that you'd like to share with us, any thoughts, any constructive criticism, please go ahead and add that into the chat. Leave your comment and let us know how you think we're doing. Hildenberger will be facing Benintendi and Bogaerts. Hildenberger is 27 years old. This year he's 1-1 with a 2.34 ERA, one of the better relievers on the Twins staff. He has pitched in 36 games, 34 innings. He's allowed 34 hits, 14 runs, 13 of them earned. He's allowed 4 home runs, however, 13 walks, and has struck out 50 in those 34 innings. His whip is 136. He is a 6'2", 211-pound righty. His second year in the majors. Came in later. He is 27 years old. It is only his second year. Last year he finished the season with the Twins. 3.21 ERA in 42 innings pitched. His whip was considerably better, but only played in a handful more games. Ended up in the season as 3-3. He steps in, runner at first, 1 out, and the first pitch to Benintendi is a ball low and away. Benny is 0 for 3, fly out in his last at-bat. And here's the 1-0. Nope, look over at first. Keeping bets close. This is the third time Mookie's been on in this game. Joe Mauer has spent the majority of the game standing on first, waiting for a throw over. Here's the 1-0 to Benny. Looks like a slider inside, called for a ball, and Mookie easily steals second, not even a throw. So that's Mookie's 14th stolen base of the season in just 17 attempts. 16 attempts, 14 for 16. So the Red Sox with the runner on second. Andrew Benintendi at the plate, and a 2-0 count in his favor. Here's the pitch, outside for a ball. 3-0 to Benny. Next up would be Xander Bogaerts. Benny batting .296, came in batting .299. Twins have left-hander Zach Duke, longtime veteran, up and warming. And a change-up for the fourth pitch. That's also outside for a ball. So Benintendi heads down to first. So the Red Sox have runners at first and second with one out here in the top of the seventh. .69 degrees at game time. Looks like the very slightest breeze. Doesn't seem to be playing into the game whatsoever. However, it did look like it had rained earlier. The grass especially, but earlier the dirt on the infield looked wet. Especially around home plate, you can still see it. It's very dark. Xander steps in. Here's the first pitch. Inside for a ball. Hildenberger seems to be having difficulty finding the zone here. So runners at first and second, one out, on top of the seventh. Twins up 2-1. Second pitch is in there for a called strike on the slider on the outside corner. Close pitch. 1-1 to Xander. Xander is 0 for 3 on the day, batting .276. He has been on fire, but has yet to do anything tonight. Here's the 1-1 to Bogaerts. Low and outside. Check down to first. Did not go. 2-1. Let's see. Here's the replay. No, he held up. Good call. Hildenberger with the 2-1. Is a ball hit deep? Is it fair? Foul? It is a foul ball. That was 6 feet to the left of the foul pole. All the way out there is caught by a man who is 4 rows up and as far back against the outer wall as you can get. That ball, if it's 10 feet to the right, is a 3-run home run. Xander just stared at it for a second, waiting, looking, but ultimately strike 2. That fan was very excited to have caught that ball. There's a wall out there. Here's the pole, here's the wall, and he was right up against that wall. Next pitch is a called ball out on the corner. 3-2, full count now with 1 out, 2 runners on. Guys, follow us on Instagram at Fan Interference, if you will. Also, please make sure you click subscribe. That was a questionable pitch. That was very close to the zone. Xander looked at it, didn't offer any swing, but leaned into it quite a bit. Called the ball. 3-2 count now. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the left-hand side, played by the third baseman. Throw over to first for the second out. Runners move up, however. Escobar rushed in. Picked it up with his glove hand and fired over to Mauer to get the easy out at first. So the Red Sox, who have yet to score except via the home run, now have yet another opportunity. This is the 4th inning of the 7 so far that they have had runners in scoring position and have scored none of them. There's a mound visit as the pitching coach comes out, has a discussion with Hildenberger as J.D. Martinez steps in, who is not only batting .319 but is 2 for 3 tonight. He has 22 home runs, and perhaps after seeing Xander get a hold of that one that was just barely foul, they decided they want to come out and talk about it before the league leader in home runs steps out. So we have Mookie at third, Benintendi down to second. I wonder if JD is going to get to see anything he can hit in this at-bat with first base open. 2 for 3 with 2 singles tonight. The single now would drive in 2 runs with Benny and Betts' speed. First pitch is a swing and a miss, 79-mile-an-hour changeup on the outside corner. 0-1. Martinez steps back in. Here's the 0-1. That is a slider outside, called for a ball. 1-1 now. Martinez, 30 years old, right-handed batter. Here's the 1-1. It is a changeup, 80 miles an hour, in there for a strike, pretty much in the same spot as the last one that was called a ball. And it is 1-2 on J.D. Martinez, with 2 outs and a runner on first and third. I'm sorry, runner at second and third. Betts and Benintendi. Here's the 1-2. Inside, swung through and missed. 78-mile-an-hour changeup gets him. And the Red Sox strand 2 more. As we go to the middle of the 7th, it is still Minnesota 2, Boston 1. I hate games like this. I hate games like this. They drive me up the wall. Sale comes out and throws as well as he had. Only 3 hits. Struck out 9. We've left 9 in scoring position. 9! Rafael Devers gives up the only hit, or allows the only hit on the bad defensive play. And since then, Sale implodes is more like it. And the Red Sox can't score a run. We've had 9 guys on base. Can't score a run except for a home run. That's how the Yankees win. That's not how the Red Sox win. Well, we are heading to the bottom of the 7th. Sale looks like he'll most likely come back out. He is at 91 pitches. His ERA is down to 2.76, or rather up to 2.76 now. He has struck out 9, and he will be facing Ahire Adrianza, the shortstop for the Twins. Adrianza is 1 for 2 today. He has 3 home runs on the year with a .257 batting average. If you guys are joining us for the first time, please follow us on Twitter at Fan Interference with the number 1 right here as the I. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Fan Interference Show. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, there will be our weekly show. 68 strikes for Chris Sale in his 91 pitches. Please make sure you click subscribe and let any friends that you think might enjoy watching the show, tell them too. Give them a little note. Or leave us a comment and let us know how you think we're doing. First pitch is a strike, a slider low in the zone. That was at 76 miles an hour. Second pitch is fouled away to the right-hand side, and Adrianza is quickly down 0-2. One for 2 tonight with a single. Next pitch is a fastball. Check swing, check down to first. Didn't go. 1-2. This is game 1 of a 3-game set for the Red Sox at Target Field in Minneapolis. And we will be back here tomorrow night, too. There's a swing and a ground ball right up the line, played by Devers. Throw over to first. He is safe That looked like it could be a foul ball right down the line. Devers played it well and fired over to first, but simply could not get there in time. Adrianza's got some speed. And we have an infield single. Let's look back at that. Let's see here. Let's see when they show the replay. So 2 hits tonight for Adrianza against Sale. 2 of the 3 hits against Sale overall tonight. Oh, they did call it foul. They did. They sent him back. They called it foul. Wow. You don't normally see that. Wow. All right, the next pitch is a ball, 2-2. The third pitch is a fastball down the middle at 96, and he got him. Strikes him out. Adriana sits down. And he is the 10th strikeout for Chris Sale, who has thrown 97 pitches now. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball on the inner half, 96-mile-an-hour fastball on the inner half. And Chris Sale has pitched lights out tonight, accepting 1/2 of 1 inning. Now, Taylor Motter, the right fielder, steps in, batting .235. He's 0 for 1 tonight, and the first pitch is a fastball strike down the middle. Second pitch is a fastball strike down the middle, just on the outer half. That came in at 94. Chris Sale has now thrown 99 pitches. Third pitch is a slider low for a ball. So 1 out, nobody on in the Twins half of the 7th. Chris Sale working fast. Fastball inside, called for ball 2. Still showing heat here in the 7th. His 101st pitch of the night came in at 96 miles an hour. Here's the 2-2 to Motter. Swing through a slider for yet another strikeout. That came in at 78 miles an hour on the inner half, and Motter swung right through it. That is Motter's 2nd strikeout of the night. And Sale has 11. Yet again, Chris Sale is in a position where he could pitch a fantastic game and still walk away with either no win, no decision, or a loss. Now catcher Mitch Garver comes in. The righty takes strike 1. Here's the pitch. Changeup low, swung at though, strike 2. 2 outs, 2 strikes for Chris Sale. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop, easily played by Xander, throws over to first. Moreland catches it for the 3rd out. And Chris Sale, 7 innings pitched, 105 total pitches, 11 strikeouts. We will have to see if he comes back out. I can't tell yet if the Twins are going to bring back out Hildenberger or if they're going to go with somebody else. They had Zach Duke warming, the 35-year-old lefty. And let's see who's coming up for the Red Sox. It will be Moreland, Devers, and Nunez. So we might have a lefty-lefty matchup here coming up. Zach Duke, longtime Pirate. Also, I believe, played for the Mets for a bit. Zach Duke is 6'2", 210. Played for multiple teams: Pittsburgh, Washington, Cincinnati, Milwaukee, the White Sox, the Cardinals, and now the Twins at age 35. This year he's got a .284 ERA. He is 2-2 in 32 appearances, 25 innings pitched, 28 strikeouts. His whip is 138. This would be a good time to bring him in, with the Red Sox needing just a run. So that is the end of the 7th. We are heading to the 8th. It's a beautiful night here. Let's see what the temperature is. Current weather in Minneapolis. 65 degrees, 3% precipitation, 73% humidity. Wind at just 5 miles an hour, so a gorgeous night for baseball. I'm just happy we get outdoor baseball in Minnesota, and it looks like Chris Sale's day may be done as he heads back in after that inning. 105 pitches, 78 strikes, 3 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, and only walked 1 while striking out 11. Can't ask for more than that. Zach Duke is indeed coming in. The lefty comes in for the Twins to start the 8th. Red Sox have 6 outs to get a run to tie it up. First pitch is outside for a ball to Mitch Moreland, who was 1 for 3 tonight with a single. Second pitch is in there for a strike on the lower outside half. Robbie Scott warming up for the Red Sox, just called up today. The left-hander has spent multiple seasons with the Red Sox off and on between the majors and the minors. Third pitch from Duke is fouled away to the left-hand side. Due up after Moreland, Rafael Devers. Here's the 1-2 from Duke outside. Another curveball in the dirt. 2-2. After 7 seasons with Texas, batting .254 for the Rangers, Moreland comes to Boston and bats .254 for the Red Sox. 2-2, swing and pop to left field. Looks like it's going to be easily playable. About 10-15 feet in front of the warning track for out number 1. So Red Sox down to 5 outs now. And in steps lefty Rafael Devers, who is the only run on the board for the Red Sox so far, with a solo home run in the 5th inning, 6th inning. Devers 1 for 3 tonight with that bomb. First pitch is a 2-seamer down the middle at just 86 miles an hour. Devers batting .240 now with 12 home runs. And the 0-1. Curveball hit to the center fielder, and it'll get down in between the second baseman and the center fielder, and that's in for a single. So he has the second hit of the day. Down to first goes Devers as Duke gives up a hit. That was right down the middle of the field, right over second base, and right in front of the center fielder. That was a ball too. He's reached out and took that one out. So base hit for the Red Sox. Devers on first with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. In steps Eduardo Nunez, who is 1 for 3 tonight. Here's the first pitch from Duke. It is low for a ball. David Price starting tomorrow night's game. Second pitch is swung at. It is a ball to the left-hand side. Ground ball picked up by the third baseman on the line and thrown over to first for the first out. Devers down to second. That was yet another ball. This is the second or third ball tonight. Hit right down the third base line. Looked like it may go foul. The third baseman rushes in, picks it up, fires over to first for the out. Soft ground ball right on the dirt. Picked up and fired. Well played to get the out. Maurer with the great stretch over at first. So we have 2 outs here in the 8th, but we do have a runner at second. Devers will need a base hit, and Sandy Leone steps in, batting from the right-hand side for the first time tonight against the lefty. He is 0 for 3. First pitch is outside for a ball. Leone with 2 home runs this year. Struck out in his last at-bat. And Addison Reed is warming up for the Twins. Second pitch is fouled away, so 1-1. Runner at second. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Red Sox needing to get this run in to tie it up. Addison Reed, the relief pitcher for the Twins, is warming. But here's the pitch from the lefty outside. So 2-1 from Duke. 12 pitches now for the lefty. Leone steps back in. Again, this is his first at-bat from the right-hand side tonight. Here's the 2-1. Swung and a ball hit. That is a hit to right field. They're sending Devers around third. There's a play at the plate, not going to be in time, and Devers scores the tying run as Sandy Leone brings him in on a hit to right field. Leone's first hit of the night, and that did it. That was enough for a slow-running Devers to get all the way around. The ball that was thrown in was way up the third base line. The catcher had to go up to get it, and Devers slid in anyway, easily safe, and Leone has himself an RBI. That looked to be a slider that just didn't slide. That was a 90-mile-an-hour. That was a fastball. Right down the middle. Picked up, well played by the right fielder, but a bad throw that sent the catcher way up to probably a third of the way up the third base line. But the Red Sox have tied it at 2-2. Runner at first now, and Jackie Bradley is up with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. So Chris Sale, even if he doesn't come out, at least won't be responsible for a loss at this point. Update the Red Sox score. There we go, 2-2. Looks like Joe Kelly has now come in with the run being scored. Or Joe Kelly is warming up. That's a ball. And Jackie is up with a 1-1 count. Leone at first. 2 outs. You'd think you'd see a pinch runner here if there were less than 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Jackie. It's low for ball 2. (16 pitches now for lefty Zach Duke. Mookie would be next. Here's the 2-1 from Duke to Jackie. It is outside, ball 3. Slider at 80 miles an hour, nowhere near the zone. So 3-1 to Jackie with Mookie on deck. Catcher setting up outside. Here's the pitch to Jackie. It's swung. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. Easily playable. Picks it up. Throws over to first for the third out. And the Red Sox go down. But they do score the tying run here in the middle of the 8th. Now we're talking. That's better. I hate days when Sale does well. Any of our pitchers, but especially Chris Sale. When he goes out and gives you 11 Ks, doesn't give up a hit till the 5th, and you can't score a run for him, drives me up the wall. But at least we tied it up. At least he can't get the loss. So up next is going to be Lamar, who is 1 for 2 tonight. And then Maurer, who is 0 for 2, batting .275. And Rosario, who was 0 for 3, although he is the best hitter. So hopefully we can get through the first two before we have to face the Twins' best hitter. So we saw Addison Reed warming up. We will probably see him in the 9th. But the question is, who is going to be out for the Sox? We saw Joe Kelly warming up, and we also saw, let's see, who was it? Oh, it was Robbie Scott, the lefty, who was just called up today. So we'll see who comes up. Lamar, Maurer. I think these are lefties. So we may see him come out for a batter or two. But potentially Joe Kelly was out there warming up in case we took the lead. Looks like it's going to be Robbie Scott. He will be facing Ryan Lamar, who is 1 for 2 today, batting .247. It was a good hit by Leon that brought in that run, and it would have been much closer. Devers may have been caught had that ball been on target, that throw in. But it was well up the third base line, which allowed Devers to score the tying run. So Devers has now scored both runs tonight, one on the solo shot in the 6th, and then one being brought in there by Sandy Leon. So 2 runs for Devers tonight. In comes Robbie Scott, the lefty. In 2018 with Pawtucket in 24 games, he has a 0-0 record, but a ERA in the 1s. So here steps righty Lamar, and there's the first pitch. It is inside for a ball, 74-mile-an-hour curveball. Lamar 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a run scored. The 1-0 is low for ball 2. 86-mile-an-hour changeup. Joe Maurer would be next, followed by Rosario, and then third baseman Eduardo Escobar. Third pitch is a fastball high and away, fouled back. 2-1. Scott steps back in. There's the pitch, and another one fouled away. Same spot. Fouled away the same way. Robbie Scott in 2016 for the Red Sox played in 7 games, did not allow a run. Last year played in 57 games for the Red Sox, went 2-1 with a 3.79 ERA. 35 innings pitched, struck out 31. Here's the 2-2 to Lamar. It is a 90-mile-an-hour fastball high for a ball, and then we go to a full count here. Do not want to allow the first runner, the leadoff runner, on. Not in a tie game, on the road. His whip dropped from 2016 to 2017 from 1.3 to 0.9. There is a fastball just outside the zone for ball 4. So he loses the leadoff runner. Now we got to be thinking double play at this point with Joe Maurer coming up. Not a lot of speed. Plus, you have Rosario, the Twins' best hitter, coming up next. Sale with 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 11 strikeouts tonight. Leon 1 for 4 with an RBI, and Devers 2 for 4 with a solo home run, and scored the second run as well. In steps Joe Mauer, first baseman, hit by pitch his last at-bat, 0 for 2 for tonight. And the first pitch is an 89-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle for strike one. Mauer, one of the better hitters in the league over the last 15 years. Very good chance to reach 3,000 hits if he were to continue playing. Second pitch shows bunt and looks like he fouled it off. 0-2. Boy, when Robbie Scott lets go of that pitch, he's a lefty, big lefty, 6'2". It's almost it looks like a sidearm. And because of that, this velocity looks the ball looks much faster than it is. When I see this, I'm thinking 93, and it's coming in at 88, 89. So 0-2 to Mauer with the runner on first. No outs. And that ball is hit to the left-hand side. That is a foul ball. Benny plays it, tosses it up to a fan. So this will be the 10th pitch by Scott. Mauer's 0 for 2 tonight. Just one home run on the year. Never been a power hitter. Always been a great contact hitter. Batting .275 this year. 35 years old. And here's the 0-2 from Scott. It is a slider curveball on the outside half and called ball. So 1-2 now to Mauer. Mauer's been a very patient hitter over the years. He's been a Twin since 2004. Played in 1,700 games for the Twins. Here's the 1-2. Same pitch, outside, ball 2. 75-mile-an-hour curveball. Mauer won the MVP in 2009 at the age of 26 in a season in which he batted .365 with 28 home runs. By far the most home runs he's ever hit. In fact, he's never hit more than 11 in any single season. 13 in any single season other than that 2009 year. The 12th pitch by Robbie Scott. Now he throws over to first to Moreland. Lamar at first gets back. Just a little reminder. 2-2 now with no outs. Bottom of the 8th. Tie game. Mauer with 138 career home runs. 409 doubles and 2,028 hits. I thought he had more hits than that. Next pitch is inside. Oh, and they're going to say it caught him on the shirt. So Robbie Scott hits him. If it did hit him, it just hit him on his shirt. It was inside. He pulled back. Cora doesn't look happy about it at all. Scott doesn't look happy. Let's see this replay. That ball is inside. Yeah, it just barely touched his shirt. He leaned way back and it did the underneath thing. So with no outs, we have a runner at first and second. And in steps Rosario, the Twins' best hitter. First pitch, big swing and a miss on a 76-mile-an-hour curveball, 0-1. Rosario with 16 home runs, leading the Twins. His 46 RBI, batting .321, or at least coming into the game he was. With a .359 on-base percentage. Doesn't walk much, 16 walks, equal to his home runs. Here's the 0-1 from Scott. Outside, 88-mile-an-hour fastball, ball 1. Rosario just 26 years old. He scored 50 runs in 68 games so far this year. 87 hits. Joe Kelly warming for Boston. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Another 88-mile-an-hour two-seamer. 2-1. Runners on first and second in this tie game in the bottom of the 8th. No outs. Here's the 2-1. It is an 89-mile-an-hour fastball, but this time called a strike. Oh, and Rosario does not like it at all. Goes down to his knees. Shows a pretty unhappy face. That was right at the bottom of that. Was a questionable pitch, but it's called a strike, and now it's 2-2. He's trying to keep everything low and deuce the ground ball for the double play. And there's the pitch, and it is popped up. Let's see if it's playable. Leon's back. No, it's out of play. So now Rosario will get to see his 6th pitch of the at-bat. Robbie Scott still grinding. Scott wearing number 63, just being called up today. If you guys are enjoying this, please take a moment to click subscribe on YouTube so that you can join us in future dates. Here's the pitch from Scott. It is a ball hit to center. Coming in is Jackie, who will easily make the catch, and far enough in to where the runners can't advance. So Jackie gets the first out of the inning and keeps the runners where they are. So getting past Rosario is a big thing. Next up will be, let's see here. We're having a mound visit. Next up is Escobar. And that will be the evening for Robbie Scott, who does his job. In will come Joe Kelly, the fireballer. Try to make sure that this game stays tied 2-2. Hey guys, thanks for the comments. Sports Freak Gamer the Goat Eat says, hello dude, do I play Fortnite? I do not play Fortnite. Drago Gaming says, guessing this is live gameplay in the background. That is correct. We're watching the live game between the Red Sox and the Twins tonight, and I am giving play-by-play. So this is live and real. But I appreciate the comments, guys. And if you like it, please go ahead and click subscribe. We're not just doing Red Sox games this year. We're doing all kinds of sports. We're going to be doing football, baseball, basketball, hockey. We're going to be doing Olympics, NASCAR, all kinds of stuff. Maybe even some Canadian Football League for those of y'all north of the border. But yes, one way or the other, click subscribe. And also, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/fan interference show. We appreciate the comments. If you have any other questions, feel free to let us know. I will keep an eye on the comment section. So we have one out here in the bottom of the 8th, 2 men on, and Eduardo Escobar coming up. He is 1 for 3 tonight. He'll be facing Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly, the perhaps the best reliever other than Craig Kimbrell for the Boston Red Sox this year. The 30-year-old is 3-0 with a 2.61 ERA. In 31 appearances, he has 32 strikeouts, 31 innings. He has allowed just 15 hits, only 2 home runs. He has walked 13, however. And his whip is 0.903. So other than 1 inning of Chris Sale after giving up that first hit, the Red Sox pitching has been lights out tonight. And here we sit with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Runner in scoring position, man at first and second. Runner in scoring position for the Twins, but in steps Joe Kelly. Again, Joe Kelly ERA at 2.61. His opponents are batting just 143 against him. Here he comes in versus the Twins' third baseman. The righty deals for the first pitch. It is a fastball, 98 miles an hour, and fouled away, 0-1. Escobar tonight 1 for 3, but that hit was a 2-run double. He has driven in the only runs of the game for the Twins. And he is batting .302 on the season. Kelly set. Here's the 0-1. It is a fastball at 99 high outside the zone, 1-1. One thing you can assure yourself of in this scenario is you're not going to get any kind of double steal. Leon doesn't have the best arm behind the plate, but when those fastballs come in at 98, 99, there's no time to steal, especially when you don't have the fastest guys on. Here's the 1-1 from Kelly. High for a ball, looks like. Right at the top of the zone, but called a ball. Kelly looking in. Here's the set. Here's the 2-1 from Kelly. Fouled away, another high fastball. 98 for that one, and it's 2-2. Leon's coming out to talk to him. Escobar makes his way back around the back of the umpire. Taking his time. Making sure they're on the same page here, maybe switching up the signs with the runner on second. Bogarts joins him at the mound. Not a large crowd tonight for a team that's 31-37. Not many people at all at the beginning of the game, but eventually started to fill up a bit. A beautiful night in Minneapolis for a game, though. Mid-60s temperature. Regular defensive positioning for the Red Sox here. Kelly delivers the 2-2. Fastball. This is a base hit to left center field. Misplayed by Jackie, and the ball has rolled all the way to the wall. Benintendi picks it up. Here comes Mauer for the second run, and it is 4-2. So a base hit to left center, which should have been played by Jackie, probably with that arm only allowing one run, is misplayed by Jackie. The ball rolls all the way to the wall, and allowing slow Joe Mauer to make his way all around. And now we have a Twin at third base with only one away here in the bottom of the eighth. That may do it for the Red Sox this evening. That ball was high on the top outside of the zone. Would have been a fastball for a strike. And I can't even tell what happened with Jackie here. That ball would have definitely, had he played it correctly, would have stopped that second run from scoring, and we'd be sitting at 3-2. But now it is 4-2. And the first pitch is a slider in for a strike. Let's see what Jackie did here. Jackie, he was running to his right. He overran it. He had to reach back with his glove out, and the ball went between his glove and his body and rolled to the wall. Luckily, Benintendi was there to back him up. Here's a ball in the dirt for ball one. 1-1 count. This has been a frustrating game. Runner at third with one out. So Jackie can't hit, and now he can't field. The 1-1 from Joe Kelly is outside for a ball. 2-1. Brian Dozier tonight is 0 for 3 with the ground out in his last at-bat. I'm a big fan of Jackie Bradley Jr., but I've rooted for the guy for a long time. I want him to succeed, but it may be time. If he can't help us win games, he's got to at least help us keep from losing them. Hector Velasquez warming up for the Red Sox. Two from Kelly to Brian Dozier. Runner on third, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Kelly, everything down and outside. Cora does not look happy. Here's the 3-2. 11th pitch by Kelly. Again, same exact position. Low and outside for ball 4. So, at least that sets up the double play. Here comes the pitching coach. We're going to have a meeting at the mound here. If you guys are enjoying this, please take a moment to click subscribe. Also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/faninterferenceshow. You can see that down here. So this is the first of a 3-game series. We will see tomorrow night David Price take the mound. The Yankees won today. Tampa Bay is beating Houston 2-1 in the top of the 9th. The Dodgers and the Cubs have gone to extras. They're tied 1-1. The Dodgers have a runner at first with nobody out in the top of the 10th. They won earlier today 4-3. Washington has beaten Baltimore. The Angels are tied currently 1-1 with the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 3rd. San Diego has a 2-1 lead over Oakland in the 3rd. Robbie Grossman steps in for the Twins. He's 0 for 3 tonight with 3 Ks. Joe Kelly's first pitch, man on first and third, 1 out. First pitch is a knuckle curve. First one we've seen from Kelly tonight. That's down for a ball. Right on the bottom of the zone, but called a ball. Not a hot night, but very high humidity rate. Looks like everybody's sweating a little bit. Kelly not keeping an eye on first. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. At the top of the zone, another knuckle curve. This one came in at 83. Grossman now at 1-1. Kelly's thrown 13 pitches. Adrianza, Motter, and Garver would be up next if the inning continues. Red Sox really looking for a double play ball here. 1-1 from Kelly is a fastball hit to center field. Jackie on the move, can't get there. Finally picks up the ball, tosses it in, goes to Xander, 2-run score. That's going to do it. It is 6-2. Kelly didn't have it tonight. Robbie Scott didn't seem to have it tonight. That ball was hit to Jackie, who was immediately on his horse, running backwards and slightly to right field. Over his head, well struck. Cora is out, and that'll do it for Joe Kelly. And you can put a fork in the Red Sox tonight. That ball was a fastball right down the middle. Too high for a double play scenario. Over the head of Jackie, who fields it well this time. Fires in. Cutoff man lets it go through to the second baseman, but by then 2 runs have scored. And again, with only 1 out, the Twins have a runner at third. 6-2 as Kelly leaves. So give us your thoughts on this game and what games you'd like us to work in the future. If you'd like us to see any particular team, whether it be baseball, football, basketball, whatever. What would you enjoy watching in this format, this scenario, this live play-by-play? We're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing news from both teams. We're eventually going to have multiple hosts, one doing play-by-play, one doing more color stuff. In between innings, we're going to be doing trivia about the two teams. We're maybe doing some memorabilia giveaways. We're going to be doing news stories that are big in the day in between innings. We might have some call-ins, not only from other hosts that work for Fan Interference, but also from potentially some sports players. So this is the time to be clicking subscribe and following us on Facebook at facebook.com/Fan Interference Show. You can also follow us on Twitter at Fan Interference. The I in interference is a 1. It feels like we have had one out in the bottom of the 8th for about an hour. It has been quite an inning here. The Twins have put up 4 in this inning, and yet they've still only allowed 5 hits. 6 runs on 5 hits tonight. The Red Sox have 2 runs on 7 hits. The Red Sox, however, have allowed left on base tonight. Let's see. The Twins have left 3. The Red Sox have left 10. Classic 2016-27 Red Sox we're seeing tonight, which we have been seeing the last few days, and it's a little frustrating if you're a Red Sox fan. When we come back, it looks like it's going to be Hector Velasquez taking the mound. He is basically the cleanup guy. He is the spot starter that we had earlier in the season. He's done very well. He's got a 1.85 ERA. But in this situation, this is just to finish the game out, looks like, unfortunately. We are in the bottom of the 8th. It is 6-2. We still have 1 out. And after Chris Sale has a fantastic day with 11 Ks going 6 in the 3rd, the Red Sox can't give him the win. At least they kept him from the loss. I believe that Robbie Scott is on the hook at this point. Velasquez is facing shortstop Adrianza, who is 1 for 3 tonight with a 255 batting average. First pitch is a strike. Again, runner at 3rd. 1 out. 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1 from Velasquez, the big righty. In there. Low for a ball. Change up in the dirt. Blocked by Leon. Addison Reed back up and throwing for the Twins. I'm sure we'll be seeing him in a non-save situation here. Velasquez wearing number 78, looks like 76. Here's the pitch, another ball in the dirt, 3-1, 76. That was an 86-mile-an-hour changeup in the dirt, 3-1 count. So still 1 out. This will be the 5th pitch by Velasquez. Here's a 3-1, down the middle, hit deep. Jackie on his horse back, looked like it's playable. He's got it. There's the throw in, play at the plate, and he got him! Jackie guns down Grossman coming in from center field. What an arm. Now, see, that's the thing. He does that, and it makes you think, my goodness, what a defender. He threw that ball in. He only came in maybe 5-10 steps. Caught that ball, fired home, and it looks like they may be looking at this one. The ball is thrown home, blocked the plate with his left foot. I wonder if that's going to end up being an issue, but Leon clearly tagged him. There was no issue as Grossman was coming in. He tagged him without issue. But was he blocking the plate? Looks like he took the ball up high, came down quickly, tagged Grossman right at the hip. It took a second for the umpire to make the signal. but he did so. Oh, this was close. He may have knocked Leon's foot out of the way and tagged the plate before the tag was actually put on him. I think they're going to look at this. This was a bang-bang play. Yep, they're looking at it. That was awfully close. Awfully close. What an arm by Jackie. He's tagged. He was out. I think that they just showed another view, and I think that is clearly out. The only question is they could be making is, did he illegally block the plate? He's out. There's the call. He's out, and that's the third out. Finally, ending the eighth. It looked like he may have had his foot in the way of the sliding twin, Grossman. But as it turns out, after going to New York, they come back and they say that he is indeed out, and that ends the inning. So we will go to the top of the ninth, Minnesota leading the Red Sox 6-2. If you're just now joining us, please take a moment to go and click subscribe. My name is Benjamin Edwards for Fan Interference. We're going to be doing play-by-plays, live, basically watch parties, for baseball games, NFL, college, you name it, everything. Hockey, basketball, everything coming up. We do a weekly show on Wednesday nights. There's just sports talk, trivia, giveaways, all kinds of stuff like that. Every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Central, if you want to go ahead and click subscribe. You can also follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/faninterferenceshow. You can also follow us on Twitter. If you're enjoying it tonight, if you're enjoying this kind of thing, let us know what teams you'd like us to cover and share it with any friends or family that you may have that you think would like this kind of format. And we would love to have any constructive criticism as well. So anything that you think that you might make the show better, we're more than happy to listen to those suggestions. We head to the top of the ninth. It looks like it'll be Addison Reed coming in for the Twins to close things out in a non-save situation. Red Sox coming up will be Mookie, Benintendi, and Bogart. So there is that. I got an idea. How about we just get a couple guys on and let J.D. Martinez crank one for his 23rd bomb of the year, and we'll go to extras. Right now, the Twins, who are 31 and 37, have 6 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. And the Red Sox have 2 runs on 7 hits. They have stranded 9 tonight, and they also have an error on a Jackie Bradley play that basically made the game. Ball was hit to center field. He attempted to go for it, and it ended up bouncing right between his glove and his body, and it rolled all the way to the back wall. Benintendi had to go out to the wall to pick it up, and it allowed 2 runs to score, making it 4-2 rather than 3-2. And the momentum really shifted at that point, and they ended up adding a couple more later. Looks like Fernando Rodney is going to come in rather than Reed. Rodney is their closer this year. The longtime sideways hat-wearing closer, longtime veteran, is coming to the mound. He's got a 3.09 ERA. He'll be facing the top of the order, Mookie Betts. In 23 innings this year, he has a 2-2 record with a 3.09 ERA. His opponents are batting .216. Mookie steps in. First pitch is low for a ball. 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Betts tonight is 0 for 1. However, he has 2 walks, and he was hit by a pitch. The second pitch is also low. Both at the very bottom of the strike zone, both called balls. 91 miles an hour, both fastballs. The Twins are in a big shift to the left-hand side. Only 1 man on the right-hand side. A little closer to first than second. Here is the 2-0, and Mookie taking all the way. Fastball right down the middle, 93. Rodney is a 3-time All-Star. In 2014, he led all of baseball with 48 saves. Here's the pitch. Mookie swings and fouls it down the left field line. So quickly from 2-0 to 2-2. Betts batting .338 now. Still 18 bombs. Only hit 1 since he's been back from the DL. The 5th pitch from Rodney is high and in for ball 3. That was the first off-speed pitch, it looks like. That might have been a fastball. If so, it was way up and out. So it's a full count to Mookie. Fastball down the middle, fouled away. 94. Yes, that was a changeup on the previous pitch. So 5 fastballs and a changeup. And that throw, they're showing the replay here of that throw home to tag, to save the 7th run from Jackie was quite a throw. Check us out at Twitter, Fan Interference. Mookie swings through the 3rd strike, and we already have 1 out here. Not a good start for an inning when you need 4 runs. Rodney gets the strikeout. That was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle, and Mookie just swung underneath it. You can also find us on Instagram at Fan Interference. In steps Andrew Benintendi, 0 for 3 tonight with a walk. First pitch is outside and high for ball 1. Great job by Rodney for coming back from down 2-0 in that at-bat versus Benny. This is the exact opposite. There's a big-time shift to the right-hand side for Benny. Second pitch is outside and low, but called a strike. Benintendi does not like it at all. Red Sox have gotten quite a few calls tonight. This is not one of them. That was at 94. Benny gives a quick glance back. Here's the next pitch. Swung through for strike 2. That was at 95. And Rodney looks pretty unhittable at this point. A lot of movement on those fastballs. And the Sox look a bit downtrodden. 11th pitch from Rodney. 1-2 to Benny is low for a ball. That was a changeup at 84, low and outside. Next up would be Xander Bogaerts, who was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. The 2-2 from the big right-hander. High and outside. That was at 95. And Benintendi just let that one pass. It's 3-2. Full count. Benintendi steps back in, batting lefty. Set up inside. Here's the pitch. Inside, strike 3. 96 miles an hour on the inside, and Benny doesn't like it, and he's giving the umpire a little talking to as he steps aside. He watched that one go by. And there are now 2 outs here in the 9th. That ball, yeah, that was a strike. So last chance for the Sox here. And is Xander Bogaerts stepping in. Batting .274, he is 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs tonight. First pitch, swinging. That is a foul ball just down the left field line, maybe 2-3 feet foul. That hit about halfway between third base and the outfield wall. About halfway into the outfield, but a few feet foul. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that he was early on. So he came up ready for this. Let's see if Rodney throws him a change here. Yep, change up low and inside at 85 for a ball. That's 1-1. Stick with us after the game. We're going to be talking a little bit of Red Sox stuff. We're also going to be going over the other scores in the league. Here's the 1-1. Low check down to first. Did not go. 2-1 count. Here's the 2-1. Down the middle, ground ball to the right-hand side, through for a base hit. And that ball gets through. Ground ball through the infield. Slow roller out to right, and Bogarts gets his first hit of the night. So with 2 outs, we have a runner on first. And in steps J.D. Martinez. J.D. is 2 for 4 tonight. Both singles, batting .318 now, 22 home runs. So Xander at first, 2 outs. Martinez coming up. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the first pitch, down the middle and swung right through. Xander takes second. No throw down. Martinez. Looked like a caveman swinging the club on that one. Big swing, not even close. 83-mile-an-hour changeup. Now he gets an 84-mile-an-hour changeup. Swings through it again. Quickly 0-2, and the fans at Target Field begin to come to their feet here. So the 0-2 down the middle, swung and fouled away. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. First fastball of the at-bat from Rodney. Again, stick with us if you're watching. Stick with us after the game. We're going to be doing some Red Sox talk and going over the other scores and prepping for tomorrow's game. Here's the 2-1. That's also high. I'm sorry, the 0-2. That was high for a ball, so first ball here. 21 pitches now for Fernando Rodney. Runner at first. Red Sox in need of a big inning here. Quickly 2 outs in this inning. Xander singled to the right-hand side. And now it's 1-2 to J.D. Big right-hander steps back in. Moreland on deck if he can get that far. And here's the 1-2. Fastball down the middle. Swung through, and the Red Sox lose a game they could have easily won. Final score from Boston, or from Minneapolis. 6-2. Minnesota takes the first game of a 3-game series. Red Sox leave 11 on base tonight. 2 runs, 8 hits, 11 left on. Twins get 6 runs on just 5 hits. Chris Sale throws 6 in the third with 11 strikeouts and cannot get the win. Yankees win tonight, so they take the division lead, and that'll do it for this game. My name is Benjamin Edwards. I'm here from Fan Interference. You can check us out at Fan Interference on Facebook at facebook.com/Fan Interference Show. You can check us out. We ask that if you're watching, please click subscribe here on YouTube. We appreciate you watching as much as you did. Some other scores from around the league. The Dodgers have lost in extras to the Cubs 2-1. That's after beating them in the early game 4-3. The Diamondbacks and the Angels are tied in the fourth 1-1. San Diego over Oakland 2-1. San Francisco beating Miami in the fourth 4-0. I said the Yankees won earlier. Washington also won 9-7 over Baltimore. Pittsburgh lost to the Brewers 3-2 at Forbes Field. At Pittsburgh. The Rays are currently beating Houston 2-1. However, the Astros do have a runner on with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. The Rangers beat the Royals tonight at Kauffman 4-1, and the Reds beat the Tigers 9-5. Atlanta over Toronto 11-4, Cleveland over the White Sox 6-3, and lastly, St. Louis beat the Phillies 7-6 in Philadelphia. Guys, right now we're sitting in a situation where the Red Sox lost tonight. The Twins beat them. The Twins are now 32-37. The Red Sox have not had a good week. They've had a fantastic season. Of course, we all know about the big beginning of the season. However, these last few games have not looked good. This is basically last year and the year before over the last week or so. If you look at the last week, we won yesterday 9-3, but prior to that we lost a game 1-0. Before that we lost 7-6. Before that we won a game 2-1. We won 4 in a row. But the problem is that in games that we're scoring runs, we're allowing runs. And in games that we're not allowing runs, we get a great performance like we got tonight from Chris Sale. We are not scoring the runs to show him that support. And that's one of the bigger problems that the Red Sox have faced the last couple of years. Now, the Red Sox have been on a great pace. I mean, you can't really complain when you've won 5 of the last 8, 6 of the last 10. You keep that up, and we're going to win well over 100 games. At this rate right now, if we just won half of the remaining games in the season, we'd have 98 wins or something crazy. We're going to win more games than we've won the last 2 years, and that was good enough to win the division. However, we didn't have the Yankees in the division, not these Yankees. Not these Yankees. And at this point, they're on pace for 110, 111, 112 wins, and we're on pace for 109, 110. If 110 wins doesn't get you the division, you're in big trouble. And the problem is that when Chris Sale goes out and puts out that kind of performance like you saw tonight, you've got to win the game. You've got to score the runs. And I realized that it was not the lack of offense that lost the game. It was bad defense and bad pitching from the relievers. But you only got 3 or 4 relievers that are doing the job for you this year. Now we're scoring a ton of runs, and we're hitting the second most home runs in the league. I just have a bad feeling of the last week or so. Now granted, we've played, well, to be honest, we haven't played good teams. We played Seattle and we swept Baltimore. We only won 1 out of 3 with Chicago. We beat Detroit 2 out of 3. But I feel like 3 of the last 4 games have been lost, and they've been lost under bad circumstances. And it's not Jackie. Give me your thoughts on Jackie Bradley, because I know there's been a ton of trade talk about him over the last couple of weeks, actually the last couple of years, but especially the last couple of weeks. But I'm just not feeling it at this point. The guy's batting under 180 now, and he gives up a defense. I mean, the one reason you have him on the team is for his defense, and if he can't do that, and I realize that this isn't something, these errors are not what he does day in and day out. But in a situation where you are this close to being shipped out, and the only thing that's saving your butt is your defense, and then you pull something like this tonight. I mean, that wasn't he couldn't get to it and it was close. That was just a bad defensive move, and that's something that Jackie is not known for. Now, do I expect that to continue? Is that enough? One mistake? I mean, anybody can make a mistake. Devers made a mistake tonight that allowed the first hit when Sale had a no-hitter going. But Devers is 21. Jackie is 28 years old. He may be 29. And at some point, you have to say, that's enough. Enough is enough. Jackie Bradley Jr. is 28 years old, and he is batting 184 before tonight. The guy has 4 home runs. He has 10 doubles. He has played in 64 games. He has struck out 63 times. And he's only walked 20 times. So even in previous years when his on-base percentage was good enough to keep him in the lineup, that's not even the case this year. His on-base percentage is 280. Well, I want guys to hit 280, not have an on-base percentage of 280. His OPS is 581. 581. Sandy Leon's is 592. I don't understand it. We've got to do something. And if it matters, if it's a situation where somebody could use him as a defensive outfielder and it may be worth something, then it might be worth considering moving Jackie. Although, personality-wise, he's one of my favorite Red Sox and has been for quite a while. But when you're batting 180 and your on-base percentage is 280 and then you make a mistake like you made tonight, at some point you got to say, you're costing me games. His WAR, for those of you that follow more in-depth stats, is 0.1, meaning that he has gotten us 0.1 wins better than an average AAA guy could do. It's not good times for center field in Boston. Guys, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to be back tomorrow night, Red Sox and Twins. Tomorrow night, let me see. Tomorrow night's game is at, I believe it's another 7:05 start. Tomorrow night's game will be Wednesday night from Minneapolis. Red Sox will be playing at, where is it? Here it is. 7:10, same start time. It looks like it will be Price versus Lance Lynn, former St. Louis Cardinal. He is 4-5 with a 4.98 ERA. Price, of course, is 8-4 with a 3.76, but has been on fire lately. So we will see tomorrow night. Twins are now 32-37. Red Sox failed to get their 50th win of the year. They are now 49-25 and have now fallen from first place. You would think if you're 25 games up, you would be in first place, but not in the AL East, not in 2018. Guys, it's been a pleasure. My name is Benjamin Edwards for Fan Interference. Please follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Fan Interference Show, and make sure you click subscribe. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening.